Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this.
Did you already? What? Wait, am I muted? I don't hear myself.
No, you're
okay.
You're on. You're good. You're good, baby. I got you. Daddy's got you. Just like Daddy had his team yesterday.
I wasn't there.
Had to cradle the team in my arms, rock them to victory. We'll get into that in a minute. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Joey Fats Radio, Row 1, Seat 1, live right here on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guide. Man, it is good to be back. Football season is upon us. We are just days away. The month of the gods is upon us, gentlemen. It is almost September. We are halfway through August.
That's sad, though.
It is now, August 14th? 15th. We are halfway through the month of August. I could not be happier because, honestly, once the feast is over, August is just like, meh.
No, but
whatever.
Like, the
couple
older...
of beach days left, and I'm good.
I used to feel exactly like that. Like, I can't wait for fall. I love fall. I love spring.
I can definitely wait for fall. I hate the weather in fall. I hate it. I love the hot and the humid.
I don't mind. No, see, I don't like that.
Oh, I love hot and humid.
fall
weather. But you like the kind of dude that gets like, you get like under titty sweat
I
just
get
from like
side
being in
sweat.
like air conditioning.
Yes. I'm
I
always
don't,
hot.
I sweat
always
like
hot.
I sweat from up here.
Yeah, no.
But nothing down here,
No.
which is great for me.
Body sweat.
You know,
nonstop.
as a fat kid, it's an anomaly. I don't, most fat kids, they sweat in weird places.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you don't
I
sweat a lot, which
if it's
pisses
like
me off.
33 degrees out.
No, seriously.
Like,
I do too, but only on my brow. Only on my brow.
If I stand up from the couch and it's 33 degrees out, I'm sweating. You know?
Dude, there's pictures of me in Disney from like 2 weeks ago with my family. It was 10 p.m. at Magic Kingdom. My wife and I took a picture, and our son was like passed out in like the stroller next to us. And I'm sweating at 10 p.m. I'm dying.
Like, Jesus.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's just but you are one of those people that profusely sweat for no reason.
Yes, someone in my family.
Like
had
you're like
sex
the
with a
Key,
gorilla.
like the Key and Peele meme of just like the sweat pouring down. Like
that is me regularly.
yeah,
yes.
that's you on the reg.
Yeah.
I luckily don't do that for whatever reason. For being a fat kid, I don't do that. Even though I did check in on the scale today at 298.6 pounds. First time under 300 in 14 years.
Wow. No.
Yeah.
No, it's less than that.
It's at least no, you're right. Probably 11
Dude,
years.
it was like 2012. It was 11. Okay.
11 years
2012,
because 2013 was the last time I was under 300 on the reg.
right before we went on the cruise, you were like a quick 300.
Yeah, because I weighed in at like 301, and that was January 2014.
Okay, yeah, that was the first time you
Yeah.
hit 300. You're like, I finally hit 3 bills.
No, I'd hit 300 before that, but I'd come back down,
okay.
and then I built it back up. But then, like, I was 330 this time last year. I've lost 30 pounds over the last 12 months,
How do you feel?
14 months. Great.
Of course you do.
Honestly, I feel great, dude. It's awesome. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm leaner than I've ever been. And I'm like, damn, wish I had done this like 10 years ago.
Tonight's show brought to you by C4.
Yeah.
Pre-workout.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm joking.
The original Jack 3D, where we just put meth in pre-workout.
No. What was that? No, what was the old
Jack
school
3D.
shit? No, Ico Pro. That was like 90s. Remember Ico Pro?
No.
No.
Was that with the one that had a Fedra in it?
Yeah, I had a bunch of shit.
It had
That's
like
what I
crazy
Hydroxycut
shit.
had that too.
Hydroxycut, the
This was
original
before
formula of
then.
Hydroxycut was
Yeah,
basically a
that had
Fedra.
a Fedra.
Jack 3D. You had Anabolic Halo, which was actually like pro hormones in it, which is like sick.
Yeah, that's all illegal now.
All the shit that used to actually work.
Fucking fantastic. But thank you all for joining us. 774-992-8702 is the phone number. If you want to give us a call, get your thoughts in. We got a lot to get into tonight. We got Zeke joining the Patriots.
Dude, I love
to
that
form,
move.
in my opinion, what is going to be the best 1-2 punch in the NFL in the running game coming up in the 2023 season. We'll get into that. We'll get into Hard Knocks, which is it's off to a fantastic start. Like, whether you're a Jets fan or not, you got to be loving it. We'll get into the Johnny Manziel football, the Johnny football documentary on
get a chance to
Netflix,
watch that?
which I have
was
not
pretty
watched
bad.
yet.
Yeah.
You two have watched it, so I'm probably going to watch it tonight at some point.
So,
You can basically watch just the clips and get the whole.
I don't
gist
want
of
to
it.
watch the clips. I want to watch the whole
No,
thing.
I'm just saying. Like, if
I
you're
wanna
struggling for
just-
time,
you want to watch the whole thing.
because there's a lot in there.
there is so much misinformation about that man coming into college.
Dude.
So much misinformation.
During college, the whole nine,
Dude, the amount of lies
no idea
that
how
were
deep it
fabricated on behalf of Johnny Football
Yeah.
to cover up the shit that he was doing is crazy.
went. Yep.
We'll get into that. We'll get into a little bit of Major League Baseball. We'll get into a little bit of golf. We'll get into a little bit of NASCAR. Oh, man. I am in the slump of slumps right now in betting. I am like every week I'm picking somebody who's finishing in the top 5, just not winning. I have $29.50 left in my FanDuel account before I have to put my own money into it. I have one race left before Daytona. I'm trying to cash in big time next weekend at Watkins Glen.
Yep.
We'll get into who I'm going to pick for that. What else did we have? We had the Colts naming their starting quarterback.
Yep.
I was surprised.
To no surprise.
I'm
not.
I wasn't.
We'll do a little preseason overreaction, underreaction.
I like the overreaction this time. Man.
We got big news on our guy Connor Matthews.
Yeah.
Who's going to be? We got a big announcement from him this week on Instagram. We'll get into all that plus more and your calls. Please give us a like and a follow on Facebook here and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Music, wherever you get your podcast from. You can grab us on there. Row One Seat One.
Yeah.
We're there on all of it. So grab us on that. Share it with your friends. It's a local sports show, but we talk
Did you
about
say
everything.
Mixler?
Mixler, mixlr.com/Joey-Fats. That
is it recording?
That is the, yes, it is.
That was my cue. I don't know if you nailed that little social cue there. So
You know what, Paul? You're underrated. You're fucking underrated, bro. That's where if you want to get the audio-only live stream, you can grab it on that website. It won't ask you to download the app.
Don't we have Twitch that we just never sign into?
I got to get on that, dude. Twitch and YouTube.
I'm telling you,
I really got to do
Twitch,
that.
we'd have like a 14 jump in and be like, fucking suck.
I might
LeBron's
need.
balls.
I'll need.
Just
I'll
jump
need
right
some.
out.
I'll need some hands. Some helping hands on getting that one launched because I don't know how to do a test broadcast on any of those. So
Oh, it's
Right.
so easy.
No, but I'll need you guys to be like watching on the other end while we do it, and then we'll just play like an old show
I
or
can
something.
do it. I'm on Twitch.
But we'll get into that. But before we do all that, I do want to touch on. So obviously, Paul and I, we play golf, right? We're golfers. We're not good golfers, but we're golfers, and the 4-ball was last week at New Bedford Country Club, which is the biggest tournament in the area, far and away. By now, it's the most prestigious tournament to win. And I do want to give a huge shout out to my boys Eric Bono and Adam Mathis for winning the 4-ball. Way to fucking represent,
I
boys.
did see Eric win
Way
that. You're right.
to represent. Dartmouth High coming in clutch in the 4-ball. That is a massive win. I cannot stress to you enough. For those of you that don't play golf, I can't stress to you enough how big of an accomplishment that is.
yeah, that's pretty huge.
I know people that have gone their whole lives trying to win that thing, never did. My grandfather was a member at New Bedford Country Club. We were members. We were junior members, the original junior members, actually.
Right.
I was number 1. Paul was number 002 at New Bedford Country Club for the junior membership program back in the early 2000s. But to see two of our boys win it, two guys that we know, have played sports with, grew up in Dartmouth with our whole lives, know the families, know everybody. That is, first of all, that's just fucking phenomenal, man. Fucking congratulations on that. Super proud of you guys for doing that. I don't know if they're listening. I don't even care if they're not. Whatever, dude. They killed it. That is an awesome fucking accomplishment.
Oh, yeah.
It is a difficult tournament to win. That is like 6 days of just I mean, I get exhausted mentally playing one round of 18 at a Cushnet. Like when I'm, trying not to be exhausted. I'm just trying to go out and drink and have a good day. And I come home and I'm like, my wife's like, are you shit-faced? And I'm like, no, I had like 4 beers over 18 holes. I'm just fucking
tired.
drained.
Yeah.
I'm like exhausted. So to do that, to go and play your best golf, the best golf of your life, 6 days in a row, to me, it's just that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I want to give those guys all their due props.
Yeah, it's tough.
That is super sick. Congratulations to everybody else that they were competing against and came up. Coming up second in the 4-ball is that's nothing to be nothing to spit at, man.
Any kind of podium.
The fact that you even made it into the 4-ball in a lot of regards is pretty cool. I hope someday, maybe, to be good enough to just participate in the 4-ball in some capacity when I join New Bedford eventually, because I will.
Yeah.
Because it's our home track. Paul and I have spent many an hours playing that course because our grandfather, again, was a member there years ago. And we got a chance to play in a charity tournament on Monday, yesterday, the Believe in Brooke tournament. It was for Brooke Rafferty. She was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. It was a big deal to raise money and awareness for her and the family and going forward. Cam Goldstone, I know Snell, Goldstone Realty, Snell. There was a bunch of people that helped put it on. It was just an awesome fucking event.
Yeah, I thought.
What was it? 100. It was a full track.
Almost 150 people or something.
148 people, just under 150 people. 148, I think it was.
Something like that.
Every hole was doubled up.
Tons of people there. Dude.
Tons of people.
I showed up. I was like, "Holy smokes, bro!"
And I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna toot our own horn, but beep beep baby, we came home number one.
Yeah.
We took that shit down, -11 and three-way tie to win it.
Three-way 60 tie came down to the back 9, back 6, and then back 3.
Yeah,
and
luckily,
we had them.
We turned it the fuck up on the back because if it came down to the first 6, we were not winning that.
No.
We went ham on the back. I played out of probably. I'm not gonna lie, it was probably the best round of golf I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was shooting just stroke play on my own, I probably would have come close to breaking 80.
Yeah, we used everybody's ball a good amount of times.
I used the same ball for 18 holes.
Yeah.
It was fucking great. I've never played that good. It was an homage to our grandfather and grandmother who were members there for years.
Yep. We hadn't played there in 16 years?
16 years. I hadn't played there since Papa had his stroke in 2008.
Yeah, that was the last time I played.
That was the last time
and then we were no longer members.
Actually, he left there in 07. 06 was the last time I played there. He left there in 07, went to Allendale, had his stroke in 08, and then that was it. It was an absolutely outstanding event. Everyone who put that on should be proud as hell for what they did, the work they put in, the money they raised. It was a very generous event. People were it was awesome. It was, I'm not going to lie, it was probably the best charity tournament I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, definitely.
It was phenomenal. And that's not just, I'm not saying like boo about, the Grip It and Sip It or the Eric Fernandez Memorial Tournament, which is coming up next month in September 9th at Acushnet River Valley. We'll have a link up for that soon. But it was just a phenomenally well-run event. I know how hard it is to run these events because I get to see it kind of a little bit of an inside, behind, inside baseball. When our buddies run the Eric Fernandez one the last couple of years with Garrett and his brother and Shadis, they all run, Wade, those guys, they run that tournament and they do a really, really hell of a job putting that on. It is a lot of work to put something on.
It's a lot.
It was a great event. I'm thrilled. Can't wait to go back next year as defending champions. But also, I want to give ourselves a little pat on the back.
Yeah.
We kind of played lights
I'm kind of glad I'm glad that I got to see what it was. Like, obviously, it's the first time. You know what I mean? It's the first one. I had no idea what to expect as far as like how many people were there. Now that I know what it was like and what the atmosphere was like, next year I'm definitely going to have to play a little bit more than one time before the tournament. You know what I mean? Because like I've only played twice this year. That was the second time I played all year.
I'm pretty sure I can Photoshop that picture of you holding the fantasy football trophy with a picture of you holding like some PGA like tour thing.
Hey, listen, Paul hit at least, I'm going to say at least 4 shots that led us to 4 strokes. There was 2 chips and 2 putts that Paul drained.
That were for birdie, make birdie or
set
have
up,
birdie.
That set us up to make birdie or work for birdie.
Yeah.
The 2 putts were for birdie. The 2 chips
pretty clutch
got us to birdie.
Down. I sucked in the beginning.
So this was yesterday.
Yes.
So did you go out golfing today?
No.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Man, I'm still on cloud 9.
I was like, wouldn't you want to like ride the high and be like, let me see if I can just keep doing this?
No.
Nah.
Golf doesn't work like that.
No.
If you're too emotional, you're golf is one of those rare sports where like getting all fired up and like amped like it doesn't work. Like you gotta focus.
You're gonna slam it and you're gonna kill it and you're gonna be digging trenches out there. You know what I mean?
It's crazy how different of a game golf is, but it was just it was a phenomenal event. I'm not gonna lie. Walking up and accepting that envelope and getting having our name called at the end in front of, I don't know, it felt like half the town of Dartmouth was there, like everybody we knew.
It was 7 people.
There's a lot of kids that I knew from high school and growing up and stuff like that I've seen throughout the years. Not necessarily like kept in touch with, but in a way, you know what I mean. You pop into them, whatever, say what's up.
You see him at the feast. You see him here,
you're
you see
always
him there.
friends. You're always cool. You know what I mean. So it was good to say what's up to everybody and. I didn't really realize that many people. Like I said, man, I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like, it felt like a I don't even know, just like a huge party, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
because
it
like,
was.
we knew so many people that were there, and there was tons of kids. I mean, it was a little rough waiting, but it's a charity event. You know it's gonna run long. You're not there to kind of like maintain like a rhythm and like really play as far as like a twosome or a foursome playing like against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you're playing against
yeah.
the other team, so it's like whatever. Everybody's gonna be sitting around waiting. We got bottlenecked a few times, but honestly, bro, we just had the music going. We were kicking it, had some drinks. The cart girls were coming around. It was cool.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
big props to the New Bedford Country Club staff.
Yeah.
Because obviously coming off the 4-ball and then having to deal with us on
Yeah,
Monday, like,
yeah.
you're like, oh, 4-ball's over. Finally, a day off. Nah, we got a tournament on Monday. And they're
Oh,
like,
well, how big is it?
fuck.
150 people. Shit.
Shit.
It was a pretty big one. Yeah.
Remember me? Huh? I'm the one that brought your house down. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm out now. Shit. Like, that was like how it must have felt for the NBCC staff to deal with that. So big ups to them. I can't wait to be a member there again, dude. Honestly,
Yeah.
like as soon as I can, like as soon as I feel like I can,
Yeah.
I'm joining back up there.
Well, because then you get to enjoy all the other
It's-
events that they put on and stuff
It's just
like that throughout
it's
the
the
year.
best
you know what I mean?
course in the area, dude. Anybody who says otherwise is just an idiot or just being a hater. I don't care what anybody says. It's the best course in the area. It's the best track. It's my home track. I love that place. There's something special about that place. It just it brings the best out of me. Always has. I don't know. Maybe it's because I hear my grandfather's voice like echoing through the trees, like, Joseph, straighten your back, square your shoulders.
Yeah.
What are your feet doing?
Look, eyes on the back of the
Eyes
ball.
in the back of the ball. Why is your head in front of the ball?
Head
Get your
back.
head back. Why are your wrists over there? What are you
Stop
doing with your
breaking your
hands?
elbow.
You're breaking your. Like, I can hear just all the things running through my head. But big shout out to everybody who did that yesterday, who put that on yesterday. I know how hard that is to do it, and I'm very happy to have been a part of it. Even happier to have won it.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking over the. Oh, I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah,
Still.
shout out to Drew and Kyle for doing dope fucking.
Yeah,
that was a good foursome, dude.
Drew and Kyle I was bragging to everybody. I was like, yeah, I got a couple ringers I'm bringing next week, whatever. And then, a couple of my other buddies were like, we're bringing ringers too. And like I told Bozo in the parking lot, when I saw him at the staging area when we were all at our carts, he's like, oh, has he got any extra cigars? I said, no, I brought 3. I said 2 for the course and 1 for when we win.
Needless to say, that third
Needless to
cigar
say,
got lit.
no, it didn't actually.
No?
It didn't. I forgot. I was so giddy.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I mean, we must have been so annoying, pacing back and forth at the scorer's table, just waiting for them to add up the cards.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
did
like,
we win?
hurry up!
Did we
Yeah.
win?
All
Did
of
we
a
win?
sudden I
Did
saw
we win?
up.
No, what? You guys are threatening people.
Dude,
Finish those cards.
all of a sudden we saw like, oh, we got another 60, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and then
That's a
then-
three-way tie.
then it comes down to
Another
tiebreakers.
60, four-way tie. I'm like,
And
fuck.
no, it was 3. It was 3.
I
Three
thought
of
it
us.
was 3 plus us. It was 4.
No, it was 3. Only 3 60s.
Oh.
But what killed me was we should have been at like 57 or 58
Yeah.
at worst.
I had a couple putts.
So
that
it shouldn't have
day.
been. It shouldn't have even been like there shouldn't have been a tiebreaker. Should have been a runaway in our favor. But whatever. We won. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna sit here and bitch about like yeah we won, but we didn't like win good enough. No, we won. It doesn't matter. We fucking won. We won, and I'm fucking stoked on it because I've never won a golf tournament before. It's my first ever one. I haven't been this happy after a sporting event that I participated in. And Jesus Christ, I don't know. Maybe since the last when I won my first paintball tournament. You know what I mean? Like back in 2001, 22 years ago. Like I think that maybe was as
happy as you
rivals as happy as I was yesterday. And I don't even know because the sentimental value of winning at that course where we grew up playing.
Right.
And knowing that my grandfather was smiling down on me because I won a fucking tournament at his course.
Yep.
On YouTube. Our grandfather.
We
Sorry,
don't get
yeah.
any of the cool hardware that Puppy used to get when he
No,
won his
it wasn't
tournaments,
a New Bedford. It wasn't an NBCC sanctioned
Yeah.
event. So someday I'll get there.
Yep.
Someday, because
Yeah.
you know what this does? It just makes you want to play more, and it just makes you want to play better.
Yeah.
And big ups to everybody who ran that tournament yesterday. Believe
Yeah.
in Brooke. That was an awesome fucking event. Can't wait to come out and defend our title
I
next
can't
year.
wait to do it again next
It
year.
was just such a good time, dude.
We just better make sure we lock our names in. You know?
I think we get a champions provisional, don't we?
Oh, do we? Do we get a
Automatic entry.
Yeah, is it
Well,
like
we'll
winning the
have to
Masters?
pay.
Well, is it like winning the Masters, but you get a re-invite every year?
Yeah, I
for
think
the rest of your life?
I think we should. If not, we'll talk to Cam. Yeah, we'll have to talk to Cam. Be like, hey, Well, obviously
We're
we're
not
gonna.
saying that we get in for free.
No,
We're just,
no.
We want to pay and support. We just want
Absolutely.
our name. We just want a designated spot for our team.
Yeah, we
our
want
foursome.
entry number one.
And we get we get the
Boom.
entry no matter what. Unless we verbally say no, you can give our spot up.
Are
this
you
year.
going to buy another Super Bowl ring?
What do you mean? This year for the next guy?
No. For the tournament, and just wear like a different like ring and bring it to Foxwoods.
Oh, I thought you meant for my fantasy football trophy.
No. I want you to have double rings, and when you go there and like slide in bets across the table, they're gonna be like, "What did you win? Fantasy football and a golf tournament."
People will be like, "What the fuck?"
They're gonna be like, I've won a fantasy football championship and a charity golf event once.
Yep.
I don't know if you know me, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah, as
And
I
it's
slide
they're
like $5 over.
They're like, cool, bro. Like, but no, it was an awesome event. Thank you to everybody that put it on. Thank you to the New Bedford Country Club staff that was out there grinding for what I assume was the 8th or 9th day in a row. Doing their thing. The course was in incredible shape. It was awesome. I'm so fucking thrilled to have been able to play at that course again. It was fucking phenomenal. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Let's get into some football, boys. Let's get into some football.
Biggest news yesterday: 2 big signings.
Big signings.
Back to back.
So actually, it's funny because we found out as we were turning our scorecard in yesterday. We were like, hey, we're tied for number 1. Also, Zeke signed with the Patriots. And we were like, oh. I'm like, okay. I'm going to have to put Zeke on hold because I got to go over here to the scorers table and harass these guys now for the next fucking 35 minutes.
And that's why you won.
Yeah.
Give us the scores.
Oh, get the scores in. They're like, what? We're like, we're trying. Jesus. They're like, we're 2 people adding score. One guy was adding the scores. The other guy was just there to like help out in case. But it was funny as hell. But no, so let's talk some Patriots. Let's talk some Patriots football. First and foremost, let's go back to the preseason game last Thursday night. Your thoughts on it? Because I know you had a couple of guys that stood out to you.
I just love fundamental stuff. Like I could give a shit less about winning or losing. Like the
Well,
teams.
you shouldn't give a shit about
exactly.
winning or losing in the preseason. Preseason, and again, preseason, let's preface it with this. Preseason means absolutely nothing for the guys that are outside of the top 22 on the roster.
Correct.
The top 22 guys, this means nothing. All this is just kind of like, all right, let's go out, warm, dip my toe in, get my hand, hit somebody. It's not on my team. Play a little game, whatever. The rest of the other, whatever 53 minus 22 is, they don't care.
Yes, correct.
They care. That's
yes.
It comes down to them. They're playing for roster spots. But Joey Fats Radio, row 1, seat 1.
Yo,
Durant.
what's happening?
Yo, what up, dog?
He's like first time.
He came here to sit him down.
Sit them down. Yeah, and I heard you guys hop on football talk, so wanted to get in on it.
Tis the season.
Word.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Yeah, so our buddy Shane in the chat thinks we're going 11-6. I think it's going to be the opposite. I'm going to say 7-11.
He thinks the Raiders are going 11-6.
He's very hopeful.
Yes, very hopeful.
Yo, Shane. All right, is he gonna be at your house on Saturday?
I hope so.
Bring whatever you're smoking, dog. Seriously, sniffing,
To
smoking,
be fair, he did.
bothing.
he
I don't
did
give a
just put
shit.
out-
I
he-
want some of that because that is some good fucking shit.
He's not
right there.
saying Super Bowl in his own words. He's saying just what he thinks the record's going to be.
11-6 for the Raiders
He's very
with Jimmy
hopeful.
G.
Jimmy's decent,
No, he's not.
yet at times.
He's had Shanahan. I
No,
mean,
he's not. He's never thrown for 4,000 yards.
I
He's
don't
too hurt.
know.
Jimmy is
He's
garbage.
either hurt or he's been with ball.
Jimmy
and
is
coaches.
straight garbage. Jimmy's great for 6 games a year. He'll go 5-1.
I would say 11.
11 games a year. He'll go 7-3. That's 10. 7-4. 8-3. Maybe, but
He's a
that's
winner.
that's with a world-class
Is
defense
he,
in San
though?
Fran.
That's what I'm saying. He was in San Fran. I don't really know if
Dude,
Jimmy G's very proven.
Dude,
yet.
Outside of Mad Max, what do the Raiders have on defense? Durant, you can
not much.
We drafted the pass rusher Tyree Wilson, number 7 overall. We have no idea how that's going to turn out.
exactly. No, I don't want to hear about rookies and drafts and
still-
potentials. I
still
want to hear
no
what do you have
linebackers.
outside of Max. What do you got?
Yeah,
Mad Max is
still
the
no
best player on that
linebackers
defense.
whatsoever. No defensive tackle. I will say I do like the defensive back room. We got a kid in the 4th round we took, Jacorian Bennett. It's probably going to start outside of Marcus Peters with Nate Hobbs in the slot.
I do
So
not like Marcus Peters.
I do like if I can put any bright spots on it. I do like the DB room.
Marcus Peters, another loose cannon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where did the Raiders defense rank last year? Just overall,
31, 30.
Oh, they were. Oh, all right.
No,
all right, all right.
they were bottom 7. No, I think they were 20.
Yeah, we were like, I don't know,
I'm
25th
just
ranked
curious.
defense
I'm
or
just
something along
curious.
those lines.
Yeah, I'm just curious. No, because I know Max Crosby's a baller. You know what I mean? That dude's an absolute beast. But
That's what I'm saying. But, we're talking
26 to
about
32.
Jimmy G.
I was off by
Jimmy
one.
G had the #1 defense on the Niners. What's going to happen now when he has the,
right.
the ranked
And he had
25th
Kyle
defense?
Shanahan calling the fucking plays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The only thing I will say that works out for Jimmy Garoppolo is that he did very well under McDaniels in New England. And McDaniels knows how to use him. So I will give him that. Is that it somehow Jimmy Garoppolo has fallen into excellent offensive minds.
and he's got Devontae Adams to bail him out too.
Devontae Adams, I don't know if you noticed or
Oh,
seen
he's
this.
got Renfro and
Right,
Waller.
McDaniels. No, Waller's gone. Waller's in Miami.
it's-
No, Waller's the Giants.
Oh, did he
Well, I
leave?
was on the Giants.
Oh, that blows. I didn't know.
They
that.
traded him.
Jacoby Myers now as a wide receiver too.
And
wow,
he's gonna be hurt a lot. I like Jacoby, but he gets hurt very easily. Hunter Renfro, apparently McDaniels hates that guy. I don't know why. And then Devontae Adams, and this is just my opinion, very bitchy online lately. Lots of complaints. So I don't
Do
know.
you blame him?
But
Do you blame him?
that's not great. Like McDaniels comes in and he's like, "Fuck this dude." I say the same thing, but he's not my team anymore.
I mean, you had a top 5 tight end that's gone. You got
Your running
you got
back.
a 3rd round pick for
Yeah,
him.
Josh Jacobs.
You let your franchise quarterback go out the door. You didn't even get a bag of Doritos for him. And Josh Jacobs isn't signed.
It doesn't
So,
look like
I
Josh
mean-
Jacobs is going to be signed either.
You tell me if you're supposed to be happy or not.
No, you're supposed to be very unhappy. But again, I don't know why. I mean, I know why Devontae went there because of Derek Carr, and then they get rid of Derek Carr. Now, obviously,
Of course.
Devontae is going to try to leverage his way out of town because when you watch the Saints preseason game the other day against the Chiefs,
Derek Carr.
looked like he's in mid-season form. He's
Right.
out there slinging it with Michael Thomas.
And now he's got Michael
And Devontae
Thomas.
Adams is
Yeah,
going
yeah.
like, the fuck?
Dude,
Kamara.
he looks. I've never been the biggest Derek Carr fan, but he is shredded.
I know it looks huge.
I love
bro.
Derek Carr.
That's-
Always have.
I like Derek Carr. I didn't really care about. Was it his brother? Then? Was it?
It was his
Derek
brother
Carr is
David.
the most
Yeah, David, I
disrespected
didn't really
player
care
in the
about him too
NFL,
much.
and it's not even close. It's not even close.
He worked out.
He's
That was
gonna prove it this year.
He hate worked out the whole off season. He was a guy that was like staring in the mirror like you mother, like naming people's names, like lifting weights.
Right,
like he
right.
was it's
With his
the-
eyeshadow on, listening to fucking like 3 Days
and
Grace.
I mean,
Right.
listen,
There's
I
plenty
watched
of
him for
teams
9
I would
years.
love to have
It's not the
Derek
first time he's
AFI.
come to camp shredded. It's just
AFI,
it ain't the first time he's come to camp shredded.
No. He put on 15
Seems
pounds of muscle reportedly. And
I've
like,
seen the before and
He's a
after.
big My
photo,
Chemical
bro.
Romance fan.
I
what's
saw
the
the
worst thing?
I saw the before and after from last year to this year.
He's
His,
coming to camp looking good before.
Say that again, Durant. You kind of cut out for a second.
No, I said, he's come into camp looking good before. This isn't like the first time.
No,
but-
Derek
no.
Carr's he's a professional. He
No,
comes
but
into
he
camp
looks,
looking
but he looks
good.
lean.
He looks
like,
good,
lean
but he
and
looks
strong.
good for year 9, dude. I mean, he looks good with the Saints. I mean, it's a good look on him. I think the Saints are
It's a
going to.
great fit. It's
I
a
think
great
the-
fit.
I think the
back.
Saints are gonna-
And, I
Gruden
hope he
went
goes
to
out and wins the Super Bowl this year. I
Gruden
really
is
do.
an advisor for him,
Yeah,
personal
I
advisor.
mean, for as long as the NFL allows Gruden to be involved,
Whatever he's doing it.
because Gruden's about to blow
I
up
mean,
the
my
NFL.
dream scenario for this year would be, the Saints beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I mean, because I know the Raiders aren't going anywhere, and yeah, that's
See,
kind of where
I
I'm
think
at with it. That'd be a dream scenario. Watching Mahomes lose to Derek Carr and the Saints in the Super Bowl.
So the Saints are definitely making the playoffs. Let me just say that because if you look at that division, the Saints
Yep.
are far and away the best team in that division. The rest of that division is dog shit.
Yeah, the Saints are going to dunk on that division.
and then they're gonna make the playoffs.
I mean, unless
easy.
Carolina has some crazy
There's
fast
no way.
start. And
No,
well, no, I'm
No,
saying
there's no
they'd
way.
have to get out to like a
Saints
crazy
without
fast start and then like kind of just maintain the rest of the year. But
I like Bryce
I'm
Young.
talking
He's
like
too
they-
small.
I'd probably give
I
the
don't either.
Bucks more of a chance in that division than Carolina.
Who?
Oh, I don't
The
like.
Bucks.
Well, I don't like Bryce Young, but they got Sam Darnold too. No, right?
No, Sam Darnold is in
Oh, he's
49ers.
Donald's on
He's
the
the Niner,
Niners.
right,
The Bucks got Mayfield.
Mayfield. That's what it was.
Yeah,
But if,
both.
dude, I'm telling you, if Baker Mayfield gets the starting job
Garbage.
in Carolina, I think that's better than Bryce Young.
No, you mean Bucks. You're saying.
You're flip-flopping teams. Mayfield's with the Bucks. Darnold
Yeah,
is the
Mayfield's
San
with the
Fran.
Bucks, Joe.
Who the fuck is the backup quarterback in Carolina?
In Carolina?
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't even know anymore. Fucking
Am I
Bridgewater?
that
I think
far-
it's Andy Dalton. I think it's Andy Dalton.
Red Rifle. That's
Is
what
it Andy Dalton
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Carolina? Holy
All right,
shit.
so Sam Darnold
think
looks
so.
like Andy Dalton.
Yeah, there's been a lot of switches with
I get you.
backup quarterbacks and
Joey meant to say Andy
Donald's
Dalton.
on the Niners. There's kind of been a lot of flipping around a little bit in this last year.
Big rumor coming out of the rumor mill now, of course, is because
Yeah, it was Andy Dalton. Sorry.
if
My
anybody has seen anything online about the NFL quarterback thing on Netflix and about Kirk Cousins, the big rumor right now is Kirk Cousins is leaving Minnesota at the end of the season when his contract is up, and Kyle Shanahan for the 49ers desperately wants him.
Dude,
I wouldn't be surprised. Shannon,
after
I mean,
watching that
Mike
fucking,
drafted Kirk.
Dude,
I
after
know.
watching that docu-series or whatever, the quarterback, I got 2 episodes left, dude. I've gotten all the way through 6. And
So now, if you
man,
guys are saying that, do you think
into
the
it.
Niners are washed with Lance? You think they're washing their hands with him?
Oh no!
Trey
I
Lance,
mean,
they're gonna use him as trade bait or something.
if you haven't seen anything online so far,
Trade bait.
it seems like every national reporter has
Like
garbage
your muff
news
dive.
about Trey Lance. Like it came out from Mike Lombardi, I think it was earlier today or yesterday, saying
Sense
that
that fresh puss.
wow, I came out of that out of nowhere. But talking about Trey Lance, Mike Lombardi
Talking to
reported-
Paul, shut up.
that was into the mic. I heard the whole thing.
I know.
yeah,
So Trey Lance got reported today by Mike Lombardi, and Mike Lombardi said like he needs his mommy to protect him, and I was like that was very damning to hear from like a national reporter saying he heard inside information of like basically those around Trey Lance think he's just like mentally soft. That's the problem.
yeah.
Not that he doesn't have the talent. He's
I
just
feel like a
mentally
lot
soft.
of these kids are these days coming out of quarterback. You know what I mean? These guys, they don't want to get hit anymore.
But-
They think everybody's fucking. You know,
I like Brock Purdy. I think
He's a
I think Sam
I
Darnold
like
can do
Jalen
well.
Hurts. He's a baller. I've always liked Jalen Hurts, though.
Jalen Hurts though.
Since
Yeah, that's
college.
the part that I seen is that even Sam Darnold looks like the clear number 2 over Trey Lance.
Sam Darnold
So-
looks good, but this is all preseason.
Then what do you do with him at that point?
It's all preseason and practice. I take more stock in what you hear in practice than you see in the preseason games because they're running out there. They're running vanilla packages on offense and defense. They're running cover 0. They're running man. They're running
that
single
makes
back.
sense.
You
That
know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Like you don't want to show any of your hand, any of your playbook before you actually get to the games. So that's why I'm always like when. Like, I love New England fans, but I absolutely hate New England fans. Because the Patriots lost this
get it.
past Monday. Or, I'm sorry, they lost last Thursday. People were like, we got no fucking line. We got no fucking offense. I'm like, guys, who gives a shit? Like, not to call out
Yeah,
Nick.
like I
Nick
saw one
freaks
New
out
England
every time.
fan put, because the Jets got Dalvin Cook and the Pats got Elliott. And
Okay,
he says, the Jets are trying to one-up us. I'm
No.
like, well, they kind of did.
absolutely
I
not.
would take Dalvin Cook over Zeke right now.
Okay,
Wait,
6-1.
wait. I will say in some cases, yes.
Depends
So-
on what you want to use them for.
Exactly. Who got the better signing yesterday? I would say the Patriots won, and I'll tell you why. When Dalvin Cook signed with the Jets, it was for $2 million more reportedly, but that's all on incentives based. Let's wash the money out. The money doesn't matter. Dalvin Cook
Yep.
is expecting to start, and Breece Hall is upset. Breece Hall was like, I was the number one guy.
Well, Brees Hall had what 80 carries through 7 games last year, and everybody's like touting him as like the greatest the next fucking Terrell Davis.
No, before he got hurt, no, he looked good. Like if you watched Breece Hall play with the Jets, he was the only life on offense of that team when that team had nothing.
Right.
So I like Breece Hall, but Breece Hall was not happy with the signing.
I don't blame him.
And then Dalvin
Took his jab.
Cook's going in there expecting to start. Bryce Cook's expecting to start. I'm sorry. Whatever.
Yeah.
Breece is expecting to start.
yeah.
So the Patriots, Zeke is coming in knowing he's second. And what Zeke does well is what the Patriots need him to do. Zeke excels in the red zone.
My brother, Brees Hall had 80 carries
Yes.
through 7 games in
Yes.
2 starts last year. Why are we talking about this game?
How many yards rushing? How many yards receiving?
He had about 463 yards
Okay.
rushing.
Yep. Go receiving.
218.
Okay, that's 600 yards in 7 games. It's 100 yards a game.
Yeah, great. That just makes you an average-ass fucking running
But
back.
he was all the offense for the Jets when you watch that Jets team.
Well, yeah, because they had a fucking mental midget at quarterback, and they had, the offensive player, offensive rookie and defensive
Milf
rookie.
Hunter.
Yeah, the MILF
Yeah, I'm
Hunter.
still saying Dalvin Cook is the better signing, regardless of fit or anything like that.
I don't know that it's necessarily better. Honestly,
But why would you say that? Knowing the
not
Patriots.
that Zeke is a bad signing. That's not what I'm trying to get
No,
at.
no.
No, we're not saying either
If
one's
you
bad.
got both running backs on the table, I'm taking Dalvin Cook.
Yes, he's better, absolutely. Zeke is not 1,500-yard workhorse anymore. Zeke is, hey, in the end zone, I can score. You
Yeah,
need short yard
I mean-
stuff, I can go up the middle.
He's
Okay,
like,
That's
he's
it.
like a Lendale White, where like Dalvin Cook's.
Nah,
more
he
like
ain't that
an
fat.
I know, but he's like Dalvin Cook's more
I mean,
like more
let's put it
versatile,
in a
more
fantasy
usable.
perspective. I mean, Dalvin Cook's probably going to go in maybe the
Yeah,
second
see,
to third
I don't
round.
give a flying fuck about fantasy. If I'm looking at Zeke versus Dalvin Cook in just terms of wins and losses,
Who's gonna win you a
who's
game?
going to add me wins and losses to my team? It comes down to
It's Zeke.
situations. Zeke is going to give me more value, I think, in terms of wins and losses. Like again, I don't care about fantasy. Fantasy is for schmucks.
Yep.
It's just for people that's just throwing.
It's gambling. It's gambling.
Yeah, it's gambling. I'm done with like fantasy. Used to be like a thing where you were like, oh, you're good at fantasy football. That means you know football. No longer the case.
No.
It's now just devolved into just like every retard in the who has a cell phone can figure out how to play fantasy football. It's lost all its luster, in my opinion. It has no weight. I carry no water with it. I don't
At
care.
one point in time, it was something.
I
you could
literally
gauge
go to
by.
my fantasy draft and get so fucking shit-faced that I forget who fucking pays every year
Do you-
for like 5 years in a row.
So-
and then we have a fucking conundrum where we're like, people are owed money, and I'm like,
No.
I don't know.
This is
I
all
want-
set.
I was
It's
like
all
last
set.
year.
It's all set.
I was literally passed out gripping a fucking parking meter
It's all
in the
set.
parking lot between 3 cars
Yeah,
because
I
I was
won
so
last
hammered.
year, and I didn't take a single dime
Yeah,
because
I mean,
owed
even
so
with that
much.
being said, Dalvin Cook will still get drafted before Zeke, and I think he'll be the more productive back this year.
I mean, sure, that might be the case, but in
I'd
terms
like to
of
see what Zeke looks like in a different system too.
I honestly think when it comes down to this, and
Oh, I can't wait.
well, whatever,
I'm
we'll
gassed
get into this in a second.
about
But
Zeke.
yeah, I would.
yeah, but anyway, Durant, anything else you want to add before we let you go?
Durant?
He's speechless. Durant, you there? Hello? Hello?
Did you hit mute?
I heard a crack.
All right. Okay, I was asking if you because I didn't want to trample on his point was what I was getting at. Thank you for the call, John.
Well, no,
we appreciate it.
I think he hit mute, and then he instead of hitting unmute, he
Oh well,
hung up
whatever.
back.
Call back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Who cares? This is a
Oh
2
yeah,
hour
I
show.
think it broke up or something. I don't know. I heard like a little scratch there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
it
don't think he
like-
was. I don't think he meant to hang up. But no, I was saying, is there anything you wanted to add? Because I wanted to get into this whole like the Zeke to the Patriots thing more specifically because I don't honestly. Dalvin Cook to the Jets really doesn't move the needle for me.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't move the needle at all. But with Zeke to the Patriots, in my opinion, that moves the needle.
Because it's a specific need that we're
Because
filling.
I see what the Patriots are trying to do here.
Bingo.
And it doesn't go. Durant's right. Dalvin Cook, fantasy purposes,
All day.
Yeah.
100%. That's
In
the way you
terms
want
of
to.
fantasy, absolutely. if
Sure.
you're talking
I mean,
that,
unless
yeah.
you're looking for a touchdown
can
vulture,
validate
because
that. Well, yeah.
maybe you might get one in Zeke. But
Zeke's gonna be a vulture for
He's
sure.
gonna be a goal line man, dude. You just
but what have the Patriots been doing for the last 3 years, Sean?
Building to run and keep the ball and building a great defense. So going back to that 2001 to 2003 team where
4.
4 changed a little bit.
No, 4 they had Corey Dillon.
Yes, they did, but that was like cheating at that
Clock
point.
killing Corey Dillon, bro.
I know.
killing Corey.
That was his nickname, Clock Killing Corey Dillon. They give him the ball and run out the game. That's all he would do at the end of the game.
That's all he did.
It was 1,600 yards. He was an absolutely amazing.
That was the
player.
Killing
number
Corey
2 defense.
Dillon.
Number 2 defense in the league. Number 1 of the top rushing attacks in the league that year.
Bingo. So, 100% right. The defense, I love. I think it's going to be a top 7 defense, which is great.
5.
I worry about a couple of areas.
5.
Couple of areas. So anyway,
It's Bill Belichick, dude. You
I
have the
know.
one area that you don't have to worry about, and that's the greatest defensive mind in the league.
but then
is your head coach.
What was Brady great at in for 2001, 2004? Precision,
Dink, dunk, dink,
precision
dunk,
passing.
dink, dunk.
I don't. It's not
Death
dinking
by a
dunk.
1,000 paper cuts.
4,
Yes.
6, 4, 6, 4, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4,
and it
6.
sucks. And you see it coming. You're like, I can't stop this
Yeah,
shit. And
yeah.
you just get pissed. And then they have dual running backs that can both do. I mean, Ramondre is better at this at his age, obviously. But Zeke is a veteran and knows his role. And Zeke's only, what, 27?
Yeah, he's still young.
He feels like he should be like 35. How long he's been in the
has
league?
been in the league for what, 7 years now? 8
Six?
years? No, 7, maybe.
I think this is year 7.
Because I remember he played Oregon in Ohio. Well,
Yep.
That was the national championship, and they lost. Obviously, Zeke won. Ohio State, the Ducks lost.
So
that was Marcus Mariota's last year,
So
too.
that's what I think, because the Patriots are not going to match up and go throw for throw with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Fuck,
Right.
even Lamar Jackson. We're not doing it.
Right.
Sorry, I love Mac. I personally like Mac a lot. He's not going to be throwing yard for yard with those guys.
No, probably not.
If you can run the ball, keep the ball out of their hands, and go back to that, the whole thing is like spread
Right.
offense. Go,
Well, now
go.
it's a
1,000 points.
pass-happy league. Leave it up to Bill fucking Belichick to
Yep.
be like, all right, it's going to go pass-happy in a couple
The
years.
Patriots are a top 10 rushing offense in 2004.
Right, they're
I
going to
know.
build a rush-heavy fucking offense because no defense is built to stop the run anymore. It's all built to stop the pass because it's a
100%.
pass-happy league.
Yep.
And then they're just going to build an easy pass-stop defense, which is easy because that's what it's built towards, and run the ball down your fucking throat. Bill
And-
Belichick, once again, playing fucking chess, not checkers, dog. He's doing
And-
years in advance.
And
you know
let
what I
me
mean?
tell you, this kid, and I'm happy Miguel reposted this for me. This kid, Keon White, that we drafted in the second round,
Yeah, I saw him light it up.
300-pound. I want to say gorilla, but
Did he have a
that's gonna be
sack
racist.
the other night?
He
One
did.
sack, just one, right?
And then he killed a running back in the backfield and forced a
Yeah,
fumble.
yeah. I saw a nice little highlight there of him. I was like,
So
oh, shit.
his coach in college said, "This is as close to Terrell Suggs as I've ever seen."
So you got a nice compliment to Judon right there. Like,
Well, yeah, we have a bunch of beasts on the line. We have
Yeah.
a bunch of big, thick dudes on the
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
So which I love.
right. I know. That's why I like DeForest Buckner, bro. When I seen that dude live, I was like,
I'm
fuck.
He's 6'7".
Dude, he's a big
6'7", 310.
He's a
motherfucker,
big dude.
bro.
Big dude. But no, I just think when you look at what the Patriots are doing right now, the way they're constructing their offense, they are going to a total power pig offensive line, power running backs, and they are just going to play keep away. They're going to take the air out of the ball and play keep away in a league that is wildly pass happy. And I really feel like it, and I hate to say this because it pisses me the fuck off that Patriots fans, they think this is suffering. They think, oh my God, we're long suffering. It's been 4 years since we won a Super Bowl. Oh my God, we're so fucking, we're so, or 5 years, we're so
He's right though.
deprived.
It's been
This is how you
obnoxious.
sound. Well, I'm just
This
saying.
is not how I
like,
sound at all.
He's just sitting there going, shut the fuck up.
No, not at all. No, but
Even though-
lately it's been like, listen, I love rebuilding. I love going through shit. Sometimes it's like daunting to watch like a team, but it's like, again, short term. It's 2018 was the last time we won. I can't really bitch about not winning in like a long time. Plus, we made no, thank you. I already had that last week. Plus, we had
No, that's
Mac-
a new one. That's Soul Slap.
Guess what? No.
It's very mentholy.
Yeah, it is. Very mentally. Oh, you went right in. Whoa, he went right into that motherfucker. Did you see
That was
that?
my eye.
Holy
Oh my God.
shit, dude. That's like
Sean,
me
you
being
It's
shut
like,
just menthol.
Sean, please put your dick away, okay? God damn.
if I handed fucking Sean like an ounce of coke, he'd just be like, "Ah," like, is that what you would do? Like, no questions asked.
I
just-
did say I was tired.
Well, now you ain't anymore. Soul slap.
Menthol my ass.
Soul Slap, smelling salts. Mentholy as fuck. I like it.
No, that was not mentholy.
It's minty.
It is minty.
Yeah, give me
You
that.
want some of that shit,
Yeah, I
bro?
want some of that
All
shit.
right. Oh, I got some of it all over this fucking table. I got it on the table. Wow, he's right in there too, bro. You're crazy. Yeah, that shit hits hard, though.
Right to some C4.
Love
We
it.
getting wild here on row 1C1.
I'm gonna go home and shit my pants.
Soul Slap. It'll wake your nose up. And it's legal, unlike cocaine.
Right.
And also,
Don't snort it.
do not snort this.
Just smell the.
I accidentally snorted it out of the little pen thing the other day because it was some like on the rim, and I snorted it, and I was like, "Oh no!" And I was like blowing my nose, flushing my sinuses. I was like, "Oh god damn it!" I was like, "I don't need ammonia in my fucking sinuses." It's probably the
Yeah.
worst.
Don't
thing
you have one of
for
those
me.
neti pots or something
feels
like
like
that?
meth.
I
or
wish I
something.
did actually. I should get
Your
one.
wife
of those.
doesn't have one? I thought
No.
she did.
No, we don't have
You
one.
gotta get one of the crazy ass ones that one blows and one sucks. So
Yeah.
the other one blow it just does like a crazy circle whirlwind of water through your nose cavity there and it just goes zzz, and it sucks it out and blows it out and all that.
Those
It's
things
just a
work.
lot of
I'll tell you
sucking
what,
and
dude.
blowing.
When allergy season gets really bad and I take a nice hot shower,
Yeah.
and I just snort water like I'm fucking Tony Montana,
Yeah.
and I'm like, and my wife's like, don't do that, it'll hurt your nose, and I'm like, shut up, and I'm like, it feels better.
It does. And
It
then
does.
you clean it out, and you're like, oh, you can breathe.
But no, I look at what the Patriots are doing. I love what they're doing for this offense because I really feel like they're just going to take the air out of the ball.
I really don't want to go get a fucking drink, but
Go
do
get
you
one.
need one? Because I like this conversation, but I'm going to go get one.
Let's go get one. Yes, he needs one. His D cup is empty.
I didn't want to leave during this topic.
No, it's okay.
No, we got more football. It's football season.
Yeah, it's football season. This topic's going to be on
We're
the
going to
table.
talk about your team next. You just
This topic's
announced the
going to be on the
quarterback.
table for the next 21 weeks, bro.
But no,
Or
100% agree.
24 weeks. But
I think
just
that's,
honestly,
that's
Sean,
the best way to
and
attack.
correct me if I'm wrong, but this has been. You said this on this show. I want to say 3 or 4 years ago.
It was 3 because it was
the pandemic
Nick
season.
Saban. Yes, it was Nick Saban saying. No, I'm sorry. It was Bill Belichick talking to Nick Saban saying, "You can tell how the NFL is going to morph just by watching college. Once college switches one way, the NFL basically changes that way 4 or 5 years
Because
later."
the guys are already carbon cut to do
Yes,
whatever it is
yes.
that they're being bred to do. So right now you have a lot of pass first, what we call pro style offenses, right? In Bama, Clemson, Georgia, FSU, Ohio State, Michigan, USC.
Yep, the major players. Absolutely.
Whatever the major colleges that you always see doing it. But what you're seeing in a lot of those, especially in Georgia, Bama, and the SEC, where the majority of the talent resides right now in college football, is you're seeing power running games start to come back in a big way. So what are you going to see in the NFL in the next 5 to 10 years? Power running games come back in a big way. Now, you might not see, the days of Earl Campbell's and Terrell Davis's or, Jamal Lewis's or Priest Holmes or anything like that, and guys that are, bell cow running backs. But what you will see is a running back by committee with 2, maybe 3 guys
Yep.
that are going to rush for a collective total of 2,500 yards.
Yes.
And they're going to build offensive lines to do that. And they're going to take the air out of the ball. Because at the end of the day, remember when we were in the mid-2000s, right? What did we always say? The old cliche. Well, offense is your best defense. Well, why is that? Because if you're playing against Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, the best defense is to keep them on the fucking sidelines where they can't hurt you. Mm-hmm. So you run the ball. You get first downs. You be efficient on offense. How do you think Chad Pennington and the Dolphins were able to win a division in 2008?
And 08, yes.
And 08. They were able to win a division because they the Wildcat. They took the air out of the ball. They beat it. Granted, obviously Brady wasn't there that year. We know. Blah blah blah. Shut up. But you had teams like the 2012 Ravens. Joe Flacco went on that miraculous run, but it was Ray Rice and the run and the defense that really got them to that, put them in position
Absolutely.
for Joe Flacco to even be able to do that. 2006 with LT and Phillip Rivers. A 14-2 Chargers team. They ran the ball. LT set the record for most touchdowns in a season.
Yes, he did.
You have a lot of different shit. I know, my dot right. We have a show on Halloween this year.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to skip that one.
You might have to.
Yeah, trick-or-treating.
Yeah, obviously. You have a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't expect, yeah.
I was like, there's no way.
Did not expect you to be here for that. But all I'm going to hear is my dog barking at every single person that comes and rings the doorbell and knocks on the door.
You should come with us. I think I'm going to go dressed as Macho Man, full robe, everything.
Oh, dude. You go as Macho Man. I'll go as Yokozuna.
I'm telling you. Ultimate Warrior. Just talking about doing massive coke.
Right?
He
They
was a whack
walk
job.
among us.
Nobody
I
knew.
love those old school WWE cuts, dude. They were so good.
Ooh, I should tell Miguel to stop posting some of those.
You should. You always should. Always post
Probably
WWE.
get banned.
Who cares, dude? Who cares?
Miguel doesn't give a shit.
But again,
Yeah.
to our point, and what we're getting at is, I love this signing for the Patriots, and we'll end it here because we'll move on to the next thing. But I love this signing for the Patriots. I really think, and this fucking literally and figuratively kills me to say, like, I feel like I'm taking years off my life by saying this. The Patriots are going to be sneaky good this year. They're going to be better than people think. They're going to do more damage than people think. And adding Zeke to to Stevenson in the backfield is going to be a fucking blessing that Mac Jones has never felt in his life. And then when you see what Mac Jones is going to be able to do with a competent offensive coordinator,
yes,
Right. Bill
At the
O'Brien's going to
helm.
help out a lot.
you are going. I'm telling you right now, Bills fans, Jets fans, Dolphins fans, who all think that like, fuck you, it's over, you bunch of bitches. Like, see you later. Just when
know
you
about that.
thought it was over, Bill Belichick, the fucking Grim Reaper, the executioner himself, rears his ugly head, and he is going to come back and bite this entire fucking division in the ass. And I say that again, and I hate doing this because it really doesn't matter who I root for. I just look at this shit objectively. But as the number one Patriots hater this side of the Mississippi, okay, for me to sit here and say the Patriots are going to be... Now, I'm not saying they're going to win the division. I still think it's the Bills' division to lose. Okay? I think the Jets still have a better chance of winning the division than, say, the Patriots. But I'm putting the Jets and the Patriots and the Dolphins all kind of on the same field. I think they're all chasing Buffalo. Now, whichever one of those stays healthiest and executes the best... Whoa.
Shocking, I know.
Hold on. Yeah, thin limb I'm going out here on, right? I know. This is not a hot take, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the fucking facts of the matter. This is the basics of bullshit. This is what it is in the NFL. Whoever stays the healthiest and executes the best is going to come out on top at the end of the year. And I don't think the margin between the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets is that different.
No.
I think they're all one and the same. I think the only team that has a clear-cut advantage in this division is the Bills because, A, they've been here for the last couple of years. They have the best quarterback in the division. They have the best wide receiver in the division. They've got the best defense in the division. Okay, people forget Von Miller missed most of last year.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, he's coming back. All right, that man can still fucking get after it. They got a good fucking team up there. They got a good culture, and they got a great head coach, and they've somehow found a great front office. Now, all that being said, would I be surprised if the Bills slipped up and didn't win the division? No.
They lost a lot of players this offseason.
They did, but good teams replace those players, and they do it.
I know.
They do it seamlessly. You know, the Patriots did it for years. You
know.
saw it. You know, the Patriots lost
Plug
this
and
guy
play.
to free agency, this guy to free agency, and they're like, oh, who's going to replace Adalys Thomas? I don't know, Rob Ninkovich. You're like, who?
Right. And he ended up turns
Who
out
the
being
fuck?
like
Who the fuck is Rob Ninkovich?
You got that dog in him.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, actually he's better than Adalys Thomas.
Right. I think they still have Diggs. They still got Dawson Knox. I think he's coming up. He's going to have a good year again
No,
this
they
year.
they drafted a good tight end, which I really like.
And
Oh, really?
listen,
They still got Dawson Knox.
I think the AFC East, outside of Buffalo, like that second wild card spot or that wild card spot from the AFC East is wide open as fuck.
I think so.
Because again,
7.5 games over under for the Patriots.
I
you
say
never
that,
know who's going to get
I
that.
say that the Buffalo Bills have the best quarterback in the division,
If healthy.
only slightly over Aaron Rodgers.
If healthy.
Both if healthy. But
well,
again, what
Rodgers
did I just
really
say?
gets really hurt.
Rarely, but you never know, dude. Like, man, remember a couple of years, my knee, opening night.
He was all messed up.
and he was
New
all fucked up.
O-line, new shit like that. You know, when you build that rapport, you get that camaraderie with them guys.
But I'll say this. Look, we saw what happened with the Broncos when they brought Peyton Manning in 2012, right? Everybody thought, they're like, I mean, I have a supercut of everybody shitting on Peyton Manning when he chose the Broncos. They're like, he chose the Broncos over the Arizona Cardinals. What a fucking idiot.
I still thought he was
And then he
going
went on to
Niners.
have the best 3-year run of any quarterback in NFL history,
Right.
statistically. Those 3 years, his first year,
Should have had 3 Super Bowls.
37 and 12, I believe it was, 55 and 13, and then 39 and 14.
Just absolutely
That is
crazy.
the best 3-year run statistically of any quarterback in the history of the NFL. It is not up for debate. That is stats. That is facts. Those are the numbers. Go ahead and try and dice them up however you want. That is the best 3-year run. And then in his 4th year, when he was a shell of his former self, those 3 years, they won the Super Bowl. Okay, so he had all that going for him. Now, that being said, people shit on Peyton for going to the Broncos because they were like, what? who the fuck is
Gave himself
Demarius
the-
Thomas?
Yeah, he gave himself the best
Like,
chance to win.
Demarius Thomas and Eric Decker? Who the fuck are they? And I remember telling people saying that to me. I mean, like, who the fuck are
Peyton play
Demarius
there
Thomas and Eric Decker? And I was like, oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
By
you'll find
November,
out.
you'll know.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, you're going to know.
Did he play there 1 year with John Fox?
Who?
Peyton?
3.
Yeah.
When he,
three.
It was 3, and then what? Gary Kubiak was his last year?
Yes.
Coobs
12,
was last year.
12, 13, 14
Yes.
was under Fox.
Was Fox,
Yes.
and then Coobs was 15.
Because
and that was
Foxy
it.
came in
Okay.
11.
That's what I remember. Yeah, I'm like, wait.
Foxy
a minute.
was the Tebow year.
Damn, could you imagine if Kubiak was there? I mean, not the.
No, because they needed. I wouldn't have minded if they fired Fox after the Super Bowl in 13.
When they, the
Because
Seahawks.
there was a lot, just little revisionist history here. There was a lot of talk after that Super Bowl about how they were woefully unprepared to play in it. Like, they beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship, and they were like, all right, that's it. Mission accomplished.
Right,
And it was just a lot of like, yuck, Chuck, happy to be here.
right.
You know, we're just happy to be here.
Right.
Like, we don't care what happens. We're just happy to be here. Yeah, we want to
fuck
win.
that, right.
And then they get blown the fuck out by the Seahawks. And then they brought Foxy back for one more year. And then they had the loss to Andrew Luck and the Colts in 2014.
On the torn quad.
And Peyton had a torn quad. But
I
no,
watched that game alone at Buffalo Wild Wings. That game sucked. That was like a bad year. Because then we went to
New England. That was the Deflategate game.
Yeah, then we went to New England.
We got blown the fuck out in the AFC Championship.
yeah.
I mean, everybody knew. I mean, it was New England's division to lose. It was New England's conference to lose that year. They were undoubtedly, I think, out of the Peyton Manning years in Denver, I think 2014 is the only time where another team was decidedly better. Yeah. Like, you looked at that New England team in 2014 and you were like, yeah, they're just good. Like, they had Browner and Revis. They had a great defense. Brady was playing at a clip. Remember that was the year that when Brady was 2-2 and they brought in Garoppolo in the Kansas City game. Remember we had the whole "say something, I'm giving up on you" audio shtick, and I was the only voice of reason in New England. It felt like at that point to be like, "Calm your tits. It's Tom Brady. He's not
pissed.
going anywhere."
Right.
And then they ran the table after that game.
After
I
that
think,
game, yeah.
and won like 12 straight or some shit, including beating the Broncos in Foxborough like 45-21 or something like that.
After Abdullah had 2 interceptions, one was a pick six for a touchdown. He was like praying in the end zone. I remember Patriots fans.
Hamza
were like,
Abdullah.
what was his first name?
Hamza.
Was it?
Hamza.
I thought it was Amir. Oh, that's the running back.
Yeah, Amir is
Oh,
running
Amir
back.
Abdullah.
fuck off.
Hamza Abdullah, because he was a Bronco too.
Oh, okay. And I remember the New England fans would be like, "What's fucking over, guys? Praying in the end zone."
Did you use the lemon soda water in this?
Something you didn't have any other shit left.
That was underneath.
Nah, that wasn't. Well, that was underneath too.
Oh, there's 2 boxes. There's a lemon and a grapefruit.
You missed all the balls.
Oh, which one?
This
did
is
you want?
lemon.
Did you want
son
grapefruit?
of a
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You didn't say that.
I know.
I
I'm not.
assumed it was the plain
I'm not.
seltzer water.
I'm not mad at you.
Oh,
Hey,
I
I'm not
assumed
upset.
it because
You
I
talking
saw
about the
no.
cans?
Yeah, I saw no bottles of seltzer that you fill up your
No,
natural
because
ones.
I gotta
Those
go
were
get
empty.
CO2 tomorrow.
And the one that you had, the
Pitiful.
Canada
Okay, no,
Dry
it's-
one
no,
was
it's
empty,
fine. It's
so
just-
I just grabbed whatever. I'm like,
I expected
like
more.
when you go to grab like a Coke
yeah.
and it's root beer.
Oh yeah.
It's
What?
like that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Colorblind too?
No, you've never
You
worked in a
should've
restaurant
told me,
before,
Jack.
so
I
you
have
wouldn't
never.
know.
No.
You should have told me. I would have grabbed the grapefruit.
No, it's like so when you're in when you work in a so when I worked at Faye's back in the day, right?
I know what you're gonna go with now.
we
It
had the
makes
quart
sense.
we had the quart containers, right? The ones we would put takeout chowder in and
Yes.
soup and everything. So we had these big quart containers, and we would use those, fill them with ice and fill them with soda because we didn't want to use cups because they A, weren't big enough, and B,
You're wasting it.
you're wasting it. We could throw the quart containers through the dishwasher and keep reusing them for us, not for commercial use, but for us. So we had our own, we had our names on them and everything, whatever. And one day, PJ and I were sitting there, we're panning out pizza dough, and PJ was drinking coffee and I was drinking Coca-Cola. And PJ drank his coffee black, or vice versa. I think I had the coffee. He had the soda. I'm not a big soda guy. It had to have been the other way around. He grabbed my coffee, which I was drinking black at the time because I was getting ready to go play football at Bridgewater, so it was definitely me.
Yes.
I had the black coffee because I was drinking black coffee. I was no sugar, no cream. I was trying to lean out as much as I could before training camp going into that year. And I had they were right next to each other, and I grabbed something got moved. He grabbed my coffee on accident and took a swig, and literally almost like tossed his lunch. Like he
Spit right in the dough.
spit it right out in the sink. He was like, "Blah!" Like what the fuck? And I was like, oh, that's my coffee because the colors look the same.
Right.
But he grabbed
Gotcha.
it thinking it was coffee, thinking it was Coke, and he went, you're expecting Coca-Cola, not coffee. It's a pretty stark fucking contrast. And he almost lost his lunch because he took a swig of coffee, not expecting it. So that's what happened here.
So
I was expecting grapefruit and I got lemon.
and I was expecting for a championship charity golf team that you would know better. Like you guys would be in sync more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were pretty in sync yesterday. And that's all that matters, Sean. Like I said, this is why
Let me have my small dad
But
joke.
this is why the 4-ball is so difficult because you have to be in sync 6 days in a row. We can't even be in sync a day and a half in a row.
It's not even been
were all
24 hours.
It has it's
No, it's been over 24 hours.
Yeah.
it's been 26 hours since I accepted our envelope.
That you threatened an old woman.
Maybe.
She was 77. Count those votes faster, bitch.
No, I
some
was a young kid.
Some dude,
It was a young child. It was a 7-year-old.
yeah.
Count.
No, it was like the Pro Shop Pro. It was like the.
I was
Club
like, I
Pro,
felt like
whatever.
Xi Jinping. I was like, you count the votes.
Yeah, we were just sitting there pacing, like, yo, we're pretty fucking low, dude. I was like, word? We're like, yeah, we're tied for first right now. And then I was like, oh, shit. And then it was, all right, there's a 3-way tie.
I was on pins and needles for about 40 minutes.
I bet.
But it was dope. Either way.
It was rough. To Graham's point, he asked, is the Trey Lance situation in San Fran the biggest fuck up of draft capital in years?
Absolutely.
I'm going to say, yeah, dude. Like, it's going to go under the radar because San Fran's been able to maintain a level of success despite that.
It's like
But-
Darko Milicic all over again.
Yeah, but, like, yeah, dude, that is a gigantic fuck up.
Did you see the rest of the draft, like the next 10 picks? Like fucking all pros. Like they had the one kid that was just garbage.
Yep. They got the one piece of shit quarterback, which, I mean, I wish people would listen to Row One Seat One more, and then they would just know that Trey Lance was garbage before they drafted him.
And
Like,
I'm
I
sure
could've-
we've been saying that for a long
I
time.
should have
Kyle
been the Kyle
Shanahan.
Shanahan's here. Kyle,
no,
don't do it.
Kyle wanted Mac Jones.
John, don't do it.
John Lynch and the front office wanted Trey Lance because of higher upside. And Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones, and to this day,
It's kind of like
Kyle
when
Shanahan said he wanted Mac Jones.
Mike Shanahan wanted Kirk Cousins and Dan Snyder wanted Robert Griffin III. And, we all know how that
Very
turned
good
out.
point. RG3 has been making shitty points
Listen,
on
Yeah,
ESPN.
but they still got him anyway.
I know, but
Shanahan
you wasted it.
But Shanahan had to waste a third-round pick?
Third round
Yeah,
pick.
True.
A third-round pick on Kirk Cousins because he's like, oh, I'm still drafting the guy that I want to draft. You can have RG3 number 1 overall. I'm still taking, or number 2 overall. I'm still taking Kirk Cousins, the guy I want. And then
remember-
Kirk Cousins ended up starting at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Do
when
you remember-
when RG3 got
RG3
hurt?
Do you
Right.
remember when ESPN lost
You
their
like
fucking
that?
mind? Like that draft, I was watching that draft live because I was crazy into the draft at that point. RG3 obviously goes top 3 pick, blah, blah, blah. Round 3, the Redskins are picking like top 2, top 3.
Yeah.
And they go Kirk Cousins. Mel Kiper, he was like, what?
2 quarterbacks.
He's like, he pulled into like Mario Chalmers. He was like on air, like he goes, I just don't understand what they're-
Chalmers shouldn't have arms to shoot a basketball in the fourth quarter of a Miami Heat basketball contest.
Oh, I can't believe this. Actually, I'm going to segue this in. It's not on the agenda, but it's very important.
Do it.
NAGA. And that almost came across as very bad. NAGA, North American something association. It's basically a Native American association.
Oh, yes.
Put out a poll.
You should probably
Why not?
figure out what the G is because people are going to
No. You want to
a
figure out.
solid explanation.
No. You want to figure out.
Yeah, North American, whatever the hell else. Like, wow.
You
I
wanna
didn't want to
figure out
say NAGA on air.
You want to figure out the N, which I did, North. So I'm okay.
Right, but the
G,
G is-
whatever. I don't know, the Guild Association. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so this was on Pat McAfee earlier today too. This association has put. Don't freeze that anywhere, please. They've put forth saying like we want the name changed back to the Redskins.
Yes.
Mad
and
people have signed that. Mad people have signed that.
90,000 people in less than a week. 90,000.
Yep.
I guess another whiff. 90,000 people. Thoughts? It seems like it's a legit possibility with 90,000 signatures in only a week's time.
And that douche, that guy's out of there, right? Snyder's out.
They forced him out.
So here's the thing: they forced Dan Snyder out.
And they're going to change that shit back to the Redskins like they should be because this was the stupidest fucking name change in the history of the NFL.
But here's the thing: Dan Snyder never wanted to change the name to begin with.
No, he did not.
Dan Snyder wanted to remain the Redskins. The
was
problem
forced.
is that there's companies like BlackRock and Vanguard. If you don't know who they are, go look them up.
You should know who they are.
They control the sponsorships, and FedEx and all these other major sponsors. FedEx was paying what, $700 million a year, or not a year. They had a $700 million contract with the Redskins to put their name on the building, FedEx Field.
Okay.
So
yes.
they basically
Oh my God.
FedEx execs told Daniel Snyder, if you don't change the name, we're pulling our sponsorship.
And it was not just it was multiple companies.
And it was multiple. It was Coca-Cola,
Yes.
Disney to an extent.
Yes.
And meanwhile, off camera,
FedEx.
Vanguard and BlackRock got the gun to their head.
Exactly. So Vanguard and BlackRock, if you don't know who they are, go look them up. Larry Fink, he's a total fucking piece of shit. If he ever hears this show, I'll be dead. It won't matter. But who gives a shit? I'm not big enough for him to even fucking care about, but it doesn't matter. But they are told they basically control the majority interest of finances in the state. They're hedge funds. They do all the fucking money moving
Trillions
in the world. Really, they control the world. Like when we talk about George Soros and all these boogeymen, no, it's really BlackRock and Vanguard. Those are the two
and the
big
Rothschilds and shit.
Yeah, those are the big players. So anyway, little aside, go look them up. Do your own homework on that shit. I'm not going into it all. That being said, they're the ones that control the companies like FedEx, Coca-Cola, all these other sponsorships. They have the DEI index, where they basically rank you based off your diversity, your ethnicity, and your inclusion, and all the things that encompasses, which includes like pandering to trans people and their mental illness and all that kind of shit. So they basically forced Dan Snyder to change the name of the Redskins. So they will never change the name back to the Redskins, no matter how, because nobody wanted the name Redskins changed to begin with, outside of like a handful of liberal white women, living in like, I don't know, like upper middle class Maryland or something.
Right. I think like once like the Cleveland Indians got hot with that whole change, the same thing.
Yeah,
with
they
the
got
Redskins.
they
That
got
was like right around the same
they got rid
time.
of Chief
I'm pretty
Wahoo.
sure. Yeah,
and
wasn't that right around the same time?
Yeah, they became the Guardians, and then the Redskins became
One wasn't far after the other one.
Well, they're trying to change the Chiefs.
No, they're not trying to change the Chiefs.
No, the chopping and everything.
They want to like
that.
do it right, but again,
I don't like the Chiefs, but you ain't changing tradition.
and again,
motherfucker.
all this comes down to, and this is just a lesson to all of our listeners and everybody who doesn't know, once you realize that you are part of the 51% and the 49% doesn't matter what they say, like you're the 51, they're the 49, it doesn't matter what they say. You can stop caring about them. And right now, I think it's probably more like 80-20.
Right.
But the 80 doesn't realize that they're 80 because the mainstream media makes it seem like the 20 is like 150%.
Right.
Like everybody in the world wants this except for you rubes. You low-life scumbag hillbillies that
They're
live
so
in the
high up, they call
hills.
people rude.
Deplorables.
You fucking deplorables. Right, they don't realize it. Like, I get into this fucking debate all the time on Facebook and shit. Like, we had friends of ours that were, like, I'm getting into Facebook debates, and they're talking shit about Florida. And I'm like, really? Of all the states that you want to talk shit about? You want to talk shit about Florida? And they're like, the crime and the education. And I'm like, yeah, wrong, and wrong. Like, here's the facts. Like, boom, right here. Department of Education, Department of Crime, like FBI crime statistics. Like, what else do you want? And they're like, well, CNN told me, that this is bad.
You just don't get it.
And it's like, you just don't get it. It's like, bitch, I got a higher education than you. Like, I went to I got a bachelor's degree. I went to the same fucking level of schooling you did.
Right. You don't see me walking around like some asshole.
Yeah,
elitist,
like I don't.
Like I know everything.
Yeah, right. I don't walk. You know what the difference is between liberals and conservatives? Liberals get a bachelor's degree and they walk around they got a fucking master's or a doctorate. Conservatives get a bachelor's degree and they're like, damn, I underachieved.
Facts.
I'm not going to tell anybody I got a bachelor's because that's just embarrassing. That's all I am. That's all I did.
If they don't own a Fortune 500 company, they're like, I dishonor my family.
Right, pretty much, and that's just kind of how it is. I mean, Sean knows he's never voting Democrat again, but
I can't talk politics on.
listen, the only guy I'm going to vote for, I will have a conversation with Mark Montigny when I see him in person, off the record, and I'll have a conversation with him, and then I'll decide if I'm going to vote for him again in November. But until then,
I think he's running unopposed though, as of right
he's
now.
always running unopposed.
I'll
but
write
just
my
saying.
name in. I'll write my name in.
I've been writing my name in for the last like three times I voted against
I
him.
do that all the time.
Just
if
write my
there's
name
a
in.
Democrat unopposed, I write my name in and vote for me.
No, just write in Joey Fats. From now on, if there's a Democrat running unopposed, just write in Joey Fats. I don't give a shit. If I somehow manage to win an election based on that, I'll be like,
They're like,
okay,
somehow this
I guess it's my civic
Have
duty.
you ever written in a candidate's name like a celebrity in any spot?
No.
I've done it one time.
I've only written my own name.
I
in.
wrote my name.
I've written one celebrity. It was spur of the moment, and I don't think you guys would ever guess it. And it was like counselor at large. Like it was
Sean
it
Connery.
doesn't
David Carradine.
No, it's I'll give you the category musician. Oh wow! I mean, technically, no, David Carradine. I'm thinking somebody else. That's Shaolin, right?
David Carradine's the guy that got caught
Yeah.
jerking off in the closet.
Yeah,
in the bath.
that's Shaolin. Yeah, that's
Eddie Vedder.
No,
Was that close?
no, not even close.
Chris
Give-
Cornell.
Give us like a fucking,
Okay,
Gavin Rossdale.
obnoxious song that's played in a sports
Kanye
stadium.
West.
No, it's played in a sports stadium in Boston.
Oh,
Neil
God.
Young.
Neil Young.
Nope.
I mean, not Neil Young. Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Yes, I wrote
Sorry.
Neil Diamond.
Neil
Sorry,
Diamond.
yeah.
I'm like, no, Neil
No,
Young's the
yeah,
other
right, I know.
asshole.
You said
Yeah,
Neil
yeah.
Young. I was like, yeah, Neil Young. Yeah, that guy that sings Sweet Caroline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
fuck
Neil
him.
Diamond. Neil Diamond.
Fucking hate that song.
I don't. Everyone does.
Not as much as I
don't
hate
know-
Hotel California, but whatever.
I don't. Which that was the most unnecessary post I've ever seen.
Why? What's wrong with Hotel California?
I
doesn't
fucking
like
hate
it.
that song.
Really?
But
I
the-
just fucking hate
the
You
it.
don't like Don
outrage-
Henley?
No, I don't even mind the Eagles as a band. I think they're great. I just hate Hotel California.
But listen,
I
he-
think it's just a piece of shit song.
He just went. One day he was just like, "Man, I really don't like Hotel California, piece of shit song." And the amount of people that came out of the woodwork to be like, "You don't fucking like that song?" I was like, "Why is this such a big deal?"
But
I mean,
that
it's like-
proved my point.
It's overplayed.
It's overplayed, overrated. It's
but
not
it's
even that good of a song.
It's a
In the
good
grand
song.
scheme of like, if you were to give me like, okay, here's one, you have 100 songs to select to be played at your funeral.
I don't know.
Rank your top
How the
100.
fuck is
No.
Hotel California being played at your
It
funeral?
wouldn't even be ranked. I'm just saying, like, of all songs, not at your funeral, but like whatever.
Like, what's your
My Chemical
dying
Romance.
list? Like,
Yeah,
if you
what's
could
your-
listen to 100 songs before you die, and this is it,
Yeah.
which ones would you
Hotel
listen
California wouldn't even be in the top 10,000.
To bring it back full
to? I
circle,
don't know if it would be in my top 100. I don't even think so.
Hell no, it wouldn't.
Joey would have.
I got 100 songs on my like songs playlist right now on fucking Spotify that I would listen to 1,000 times before I listen to fucking Hotel
It's like-
California. I would rather listen to fucking Aqua World Barbie song, than fucking Hotel California.
Mr. Palatroni, at your funeral, we have two choices: Hotel California, My Chemical Romance. What's the worst thing I can
My
say?
Chemical Romance, high hands down. Helena was a great song.
What about Deftones?
Which Deftones song?
The Deftones are
You
up
don't
there
like
with you.
Deftones?
They're up there with you two for me.
Why
as
do you
my
hate
most-
the Deftones?
Because
too?
they fucking suck, dude.
Yeah, that's why
The
I'm trying
Deftones
to
are
get,
fucking trash,
I'm
dude.
trying to get
Really?
one.
You
That
hate
is
the
one of the
Deftones?
most fucking overrated bands of all
yeah,
time.
they're
I
not
saw them
great.
live, and I literally sat there and was like, I would rather shit in my hand and smear it on my face like that kid with the ice cream cone in the GIF than fucking have to listen to whatever it is. I thought, like, I couldn't tell if
They're
the lead
not.
singer was singing or if he was having his intestines pulled out through his mouth.
Yeah, he has a very strange.
He
style.
sucks. They suck. The Deftones are terrible. I don't know why anybody likes them.
I like their
them.
sound.
You two.
So, back to my question: Hotel California or any Deftones song?
Wow.
Hotel California.
I got one.
Hotel California.
all right.
I fucking hate the Deftones.
So it's
dude.
not out of your top 10,000. Well, maybe it is.
It
'cause
is.
there's
Oh
a
no,
lot.
the Deftones are like, if the Deftones were like in my like list,
If
I'd want.
Hotel California beats Deftones and they're not in my top 10,000, then the Deftones ain't even my top billion.
20.
Yeah.
They're not even my top 20,000.
Yeah.
They're not even on the list.
Deftones-
They're not even on the list to be considered.
Deftones, Pearl Jam.
Deftones.
Dude, Pearl Jam
Pearl Jam
sucks,
fucking
bro.
blows. Dude.
I would rather fucking shoot myself in the face
Call me
than
with a
listen.
surprise, right?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Eddie. You fucking loser.
He sucks.
He sucks so
dude.
fucking
Yeah.
bad.
36
I fucking
years ago.
No,
hate-
Pearl Jam
I
blows.
fucking hate
Yeah.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam is
Pearl
just
Jam and
as bad
U2
as Creed. Because
No,
Creed,
Creed is way
fucking-
better because at least Creed had Tremonti, the guitarist. He was really good. Whatever his late.
Yeah, that's cool, but Scott Stapp fucking sucks ass, dude. Creed and Pearl Jam. I'm like, wait, who is this? Oh, Pearl. Oh, yeah, it is Pearl Jam. I thought it was Creed.
I like
but I
Creed.
also think Creed.
No, because Creed actually had a couple of bangers, like a couple.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Pearl Jam had zero bangers.
Wide open, yeah. I'm like, I want to fucking knock him out.
That song sucks, but that's not their best one.
If I could have one way.
I just remember Fred Durst coming out on stage and be like, "Fuck that guy."
And they
He's acting
dedicated
like a
break
fucking
stuff.
Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they played break stuff and dedicated it to him. And then
Um,
Scott Stapp signed a Bible and gave it to him.
Did he
That was,
really?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah, but he got all drunk
No,
and
I
shit-faced and
can't-
couldn't even finish a fucking concert one time.
Who
And they
was-
wouldn't. It's Scott Stapp, and they wouldn't refund the money either. They were like, "Yeah, sorry."
Yeah, no, Scott Stapp, Creed sucks.
His ego is the
But
reason why
he's
they broke
not-
up. Not that I care, because that's how much Creed doesn't even fucking blip on my radar. Is a
Yeah,
band.
they're-
It's like Creed and like POD and shit. Like
No,
yeah,
POD's fucking good.
Fuck.
No, they're fucking good. They're a little weird
Got
because they're
one
like they're
cool song.
they're
They're
Christianity
Christian
shit.
rock.
They
They're
got one cool
No,
song.
they've actually got their
And I
catalog's
would
actually
have
pretty good.
to listen to a lot of songs just to remember which one it was, but I remember they got one.
Apparently-
Youth of the Nation.
No, I don't even think it's that one.
We
it might
are,
be,
we
but yeah, it
are.
might be, but it's not
What
even.
about
that
Southtown?
One. Which
Who?
one's that one?
We in the Southtown.
No,
I can't do the whole
No,
thing.
maybe not.
No idea who that
I'd
is.
rather listen to that.
That's
fucking-
POD. That's the song called
Oh,
Southtown.
you know, Creed. No, POD is actually a talented band. Like they actually have good talent, and they had a unique sound, which I liked about them. Creed, U2, Pearl Jam.
And Bush.
Nah,
Fuck
Bush
you.
is
Bush
good.
was way cool. I know.
Bush was way
I was
cool.
like, fuck you. I've seen them like
Gavin
7 times.
Rossdale's cool.
I've
I know.
met him
I know.
twice.
Machine
I know.
Head is bad. Is like one of my
Sean's
favorites.
favorite band is like Bush right now. He's
Really?
like, yeah.
I just
It's a-
remember those
live,
early
I've
90s
loved them
bands.
live.
I just remember those like mid 90s, early 90s bands because like that's when
Yeah.
I was
Best
growing
band
up.
I've ever
So,
seen live that's not named Metallica was 1000% Hatebreed.
Wow.
Jamie
It do-
Joss a
it doesn't
fucking-
seem like they would be good live.
Dude, they fucking slay live, dude. Like, I mean, I went to see him in their hometown in this pretty small venue, and Jamie, like, you know, tried to dap me up. We missed because he was a little far away,
Yeah.
but he tried to dap me up while I was on the fence screaming the lyrics to destroy everything. And it was fucking awesome. And it was like, yo, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, fuck, like I'm like all fired up, dude. It was the fucking sickest show I've ever been to.
Okay, this is
I-
gonna be. Wait, we jump in. This is gonna be
All
very
right.
divisive for the two of you.
Okay.
Creed's getting back together.
That
If
sucks.
they go on tour, I'm 100% going.
That's gay.
And I'm gonna send a video to the show live. I'm
Don't do that.
gonna go live on 1 minute with arms wide open,
Please don't.
screaming.
I've already seen that clown live at the feast, which, by the way, a little.
Wait, he played at the feast?
Scott Stapp
Yeah, like
did, yeah, a couple
7,
in
8 years.
2018.
No,
2018.
no,
Wow,
no,
the
no
mighty
way.
have
Fucking
fallen.
was. It was
Lo-
just the other year,
Yeah,
dude.
it was right before the fucking
Or
pandemic.
19. It was 19. 2019.
It was the last year, this year before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic, dude. He was at fucking the feast at 19, dude.
God damn it, you're right.
Because the greatest. All right, so this kind of says a lot about like the music shows that I've been to, and I might be doing myself a little disservice because I might be forgetting a show that I went to, but I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure Badfish at the Feast was the best.
Badfish was great.
That was the best concert I've ever been to.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
I've seen Zach Brown, I've seen Cypress Hill, Collie Buds, fucking Redman, Method Man, Aerosmith, Fuel,
Fuel was surprisingly
and
good.
that might actually be it. Unless I swear to God, I'm forgetting like a big one, and I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, that's right, we went to this, but I don't think I am. But when I was at the feast a couple years ago and Badfish was playing, That was a band like all my boys have seen like growing up and shit. And they're like, they're an easy band to get to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're not like getting fucking, like Aussie fucking, tours or something like, like a late tour. Like now it's like impossible to see like these old guys and shit like that. But like, or Metallica or something like that's gonna sell out like nothing. Not saying Bad Fish isn't like big or like they're not good, but like they're a very they're a Sublime cover.
Yeah.
But they're a niche sound. You know what I mean? They got one band, that's what they do. But they're fucking huge for it, and they were a band that I've always wanted to see. And I remember just being absolutely shitted off Madeira Wine in the fucking in the crowd watching fucking Bad Fish, and it was like
I think I was
wicked
there.
night. Yeah, it was a dope night, dude. It was like wicked good. Like the weather was beautiful. It was a feast. The place was packed.
I will say
It was probably one of the best concerts I've been to in a long time.
since we've squirreled so far off of like the sports topic right now.
Yeah, big time.
That's okay. I have an answer for
The
this because
rabbit hole.
this was a question posed on like some fucking YouTube video or whatever like that. You get one answer, you get 1 minute, you can go anywhere in time to see one band, person, whoever it is in history. Who are you seeing?
Metallica, 1990 in Russia.
That's your one ticket you're using.
Yeah. The Metallica show in Russia when the USSR fell, was it 90 or 91?
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
a fucking badass.
Where there was like a million and a half people at that
I wouldn't want to be
airfield.
there, but good luck. I'm probably going to see Stevie Ray Vaughan in Double Trouble on the ferry boat in Louisiana.
It's a
I
good one.
forget
That's
what
a fucking
I
good one.
forget what concert that was, but my dad has a video of it, and I would probably go see Stevie Ray Vaughan play.
My answer, because
100%.
I didn't know a place.
1000% I would go.
I wanted to see Queen.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see them. I forgot the name of the place in England, but it's a huge auditorium, and it was gigantically sold out, and there was like tons of videos and live events from that video. I would see Queen in England. That would
That'd
be my
be a cool
answer.
one. I mean, Queen would be.
Is
Queen's
that where
cool.
the iconic like pictures
Yes,
are taken
yes,
from Eddie?
yes.
Okay, yeah. I
That
got you,
was
I
my
got you.
answer.
No, Metallica
That was
in Russia,
insane.
91 at the airfield.
I mean, that's insane.
Because that was the big four. That was, I think it was AC/DC, Metallica, Megadeth,
See,
and
those are
Anthrax.
two crazy ass venues. I feel like Stevie Ray Vaughan on a ferry boat, like one of those old school steam
Yes.
paddle boats,
Yes.
like the Louisiana rivers.
Yeah.
Like people like smoking in there, chilling.
The,
it's like
the,
a
cig-
small
the
venue.
cigarettes on a long black stick.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like a chill venue. You're probably not gonna get stampeded to
Nope,
death
you
or
won't.
trampled or shot. You probably sneak some shit in there, whatever. If you like smoking that kind of stuff, you know what I mean.
It was more of a
joint.
prohibition alcohol time.
Low-key joint, you know what I mean? Well, it's the 80s, bro. You know what I mean?
No,
Down
I'm saying
Louisiana.
like the theme.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, yeah, I mean, but it was just such a dope concert. Like, I would love but, I mean, I would more rather go see Stevie Ray Vaughan play
Joey
than
saying-
anybody ever.
Joey saying Metallica, not shocking. You saying Stevie Ray Vaughan, I never would have guessed.
Really? No.
Yeah, no.
I'm a big
Sorry,
Stevie Ray Vaughan fan.
it was AC/DC, Black Crowes, and Motley Crue. The Monsters of Rock tour. 91.
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Oh man.
1.6 million people
That's fucking insane, dude.
in the crowd. I mean, look at the crowd sizes in this.
1.6 million people.
Well, you don't remember seeing the video
Joey,
on this?
that's like 10 Talladega
I know.
capacities of
It's
people.
crazy.
It's fucking insane.
Like people died at that show.
Well, maybe not 10. Maybe like 7.
Like there were just bodies that were
How
just
many people
left
at
for dead.
Talladega total?
You can get into Dega nowadays like 200,000, 210.
So like 6 to 7 Talladega capacities of people.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
But that was like watching like people like two countries fighting in war. Like a million people, whatever the hell it was.
1.6 million.
That's like watching a war in front of you. Like how many people there are.
I wonder if people in the middle of that crowd are
Died.
like shorter of breath than the ones on the outside.
Oh, people legit died.
because of the amount
He's
of
not joking.
oxygen being consumed.
Well, it was like
Does that happen? Is
Of course
that a
it
thing?
does, yeah.
It's got to happen. It happens in fires.
totally
And they-
different.
They,
There's
and the
fires
crazy
to-
thing is they opened with Enter Sandman,
Oh, fuck.
which is generally their closer. So it was brand new.
was brand
And then
new
they
then.
went into Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Fade to Black, Sad But True, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, For Whom the Bell Tolls, One, Whiplash, and then in the last, in the encore, they did Last Caress, Am I Evil, and then closed out with Battery.
Wait, they did Harvester of Sorrows?
well,
yeah.
Oh, my God.
But that was a new.
That
That
must
was
have
new
been-
at the time.
And Justice was only like 2 years
Bro,
old.
that
at
must
that
have
point.
been so fucking ill to hear Harvester of Sorrows at that
Why do you
fucking-
think I can't wait to go next year? Because I'm going both days next year.
I might go with
Wait,
you one. I might
wait.
try.
Gillette, right?
Yeah.
I might
Do
try.
you want to go?
Yes, I do.
I might
Okay.
try.
We'll
I'm going
get
to try. Fuck the feast. I'll go that. We didn't go this year.
Okay, so I'll need 2, 4, 6, 8 tickets.
If you
then.
can,
I'll go.
yes, because
I'll go.
I
I've never seen Metallica, so I might as well at least go once in my life.
I've never seen
You've
Metallica
got to
either.
see them once, dude. And the
That's
best
what I
part
wanna
is
do.
that both they're playing Friday and Sunday at Gillette next year, August, the first week of August.
Is this before or after Taylor Swift?
I don't know.
I'm joking.
But it won't matter because Taylor Swift's face will be fucking mowed off. She'll be like fucking face melted, like whoa. And then, but the best part is it's no repeats. So when you go Friday, you get one set list. When you go Sunday, you get a totally different set
Oh,
list.
damn it. I don't like that.
I love that because I'm going both nights. So I've never seen.
I gotta pick one night. I
I've
can't
never
go
seen.
both.
I don't recall ever seeing Memory Remains live. If I did, it was the first time I saw him, which is one of my all-time favorite Metallica songs.
Yeah, badass song.
It's a
Is
great.
that the one they're on like the spinning like
Yes.
ride? Yeah.
Yeah, well, Marianne Faithfull did the
You know my favorite. Mine's Harvester of Sorrow. That's
Harvester of Sorrow. Is such a fucking
my favorite Metallica
rad tune,
song.
dude.
It's my favorite one.
And I've never seen Whiskey in the Jar live.
No.
Wow.
I've also,
okay.
which they don't.
Who is
They
that a cover of?
Thin Lizzy. Well, it's actually an old Irish drinking song that Thin Lizzy covered,
but then
but it
Metallica
was
redid it.
one of Cliff Burton's favorite songs
Oh,
growing up.
Oh,
and
no
Cliff,
shit.
Cliff loved it, and then Metallica covered it.
after he
passed away.
'cause Cliff wasn't around for too long, right?
No, Cliff was around with the first
3
three
years?
albums.
Three albums.
Yeah,
3 albums or 3 years?
Kill 'Em All. No, 3 albums. Kill 'Em All.
Maybe 3 albums, 3 years.
Ride the Lightning and Master Puppets was all Cliff, and then And Justice for All was the first one Jason did
Jason Newsted.
because they came out with the And Justice for Jason.
So wait, so
where they
Jason
upped
Newsted.
the bass volume because James like muted the bass in And Justice for All. So if you actually listen to the original copy of And Justice for All, it's kind of a funny thing. You can go back and look it up. But James Hetfield, they were like kind of like still bitter that Cliff wasn't there. So they kind of like almost muted the bass out of And Justice for All. So when you go back and listen, if you listen to And Justice for Jason, right? I put it on and it was on a YouTube thing. And all it is just, it's just, you can just, it amplifies the bass.
No shit.
But it was like,
Really?
it was like listening to fucking, it was like listening to And Justice for All for the
All
first
over
time
again.
again. Like, I already know I love these songs. I already know how fucking awesome
I've
they
never
are.
heard the difference.
Oh, dude.
I'd have to listen to the whole thing, the original, and then
Trust
go
me.
back and listen
listen
to
to
the
listen to
original.
Blackened,
No shit.
and then listen to Blackened on And Justice for Jason,
Yeah.
and the bass is just it's slap.
So who was responsible for that?
Hetfield.
It's all James Hetfield.
James-
Is
James
he a
was-
punk? Is he an asshole?
James is
was.
James was a very difficult personality to deal with. Apparently, yeah.
Well, he was drinking back then too. A lot.
Big time alcoholic.
He was drinking up until like 10 years ago.
2000
A long time ago.
2003 was when he went to rehab for the last time.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he stopped drinking.
After, like,
no, but I thought he
Reload or
didn't he
something. No,
relapse after that, like late 2000s.
Yeah, no, he relapsed during Saint Anger during the
Yes.
recording of Saint Anger, which came out in 03.
Oh, okay.
So when
I
they
thought it
were
was
when
later.
they were filming some kind of
Reload
monster.
Was when was Reload?
96 or 7.
7?
97. Reload was 96.
I thought
Reload
that was the
97.
time that they.
He was already in the battle, in the throes of it at that point. I mean, they called him. I mean, I have a shirt that says Alcoholica on it. You know what I mean? And it was.
Hey man, when you're the fucking biggest fucking
James is
metal
up on
rock star in the
James is
fucking
up on
world, bro.
stage going Coors Light, I love you, like
Yeah.
blah, blah, like drinking beers and shit.
James Hetfield arguably shadows. Eclipses fucking. What's the asshole from Kiss and all that shit. I mean, he's the biggest fucking.
Gene
rock-
Simmons?
Yeah, he's the biggest fucking rock star in the world.
Hetfield's. I mean, to me,
I would say Hetfield's bigger.
He's the biggest rock star.
to
in
me,
the
he's
world.
the greatest frontman ever because he did the most of any frontman ever.
Well,
The
his
only one that I could-
lyrics
the-
are
Yeah.
their songs are just so fucking quality. On top of the speed, the intensity, like how well written they are. Like, yeah, you get a lot of like other cool bands like Iron Maiden and like
Slayer.
What's the other one that is it Iron Maiden with all
Megadeth.
the cool Megadeth? Thank you, Megadeth was I was thinking of.
Well,
Great,
remember Dave Mustaine
Dude.
was Metallica before Kirk Hammett.
great.
Kirk
I know.
Hammett replaced Dave Mustaine.
Exactly. So like you get that great quality of it, but like you listen to Megadeth and you're like, dude, these vocals kind of fucking.
Dave
vocals
Mustaine,
suck.
he
like,
never really
the
did it for
lyrics
me.
kind of suck. Like, what are you talking about? Some robots fucking killing you? Like, what the fuck? So like, I don't know, but like, Metallica's the only people.
Well, it's funny when you
that-
listen.
have
Like
you
when
even know what I'm talking about, right? I forget.
No, I don't remember robots.
but
no.
did it its metal brain corrodes.
Yeah,
And you're like,
and it's
what?
like, dude, what the fuck are you
Symphony of
talking
Destruction
about?
was
Yeah.
it was good
But there's
song, good
other
great jam,
songs
but
but I think Megadeth has the best album art of all time.
I would give that to Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden has better album art.
Maybe I'm confusing.
Maiden.
No, you mean
Maiden's
Maiden.
got the trooper, the skeleton, the trooper.
Yeah, and like the freaky hose shit.
Yeah, that's Maiden.
Yeah, that's
okay, never mind.
Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, Iron Maiden. That's
Sorry,
Tommy-
my bad.
That's
my
Tommy-
bad.
This is Bruce Dickinson, dude.
Fucking my bad. Everybody out there right
Bruce
now.
Dickinson's got he's got pipes from God. I mean, he's
Crucified.
he's no Riley Gale, but he's pretty fucking good. I'm just kidding. Riley Gale. That's a shout out to my new favorite band, Power Trip. Ooh, if
I
you've
was like,
never,
I don't know who that is.
have you ever? Did I send you that song by Power Trip? Dude. So one of my buddies in a group chat, a bunch of paintball buddies I got that I listen to. All the Dans of the world. Like there's like 10 Dans. Dan. There's like 10 of them, and we have this group chat, and we still have it going from this paintball forum that we were all a part of like 25 years ago.
That's been deleted for many years.
And no, it actually still exists. I still use it to this day.
Crazy.
I am the oldest active member on the forum now.
That is even crazier.
Yeah, I joined
On
in,
when?
on PBN.
PB? Yeah.
Yeah, February 2001 was my join date.
You're the oldest active. You're the OG.
Yeah,
He's
Oh, you put your
57.
time in.
Yeah.
You paid your dues.
pay my dues, and I'm still active on it. I still post. I still
Senior guy on shift.
yeah. DOC sniper.
Yeah, senior guy.
Love you, Wayne.
Institutional senior guy.
But no, we have this group chat, and one of my buddies during the All-Star break, during the home run derby, he's like, dude, if I ever have a kid, I'm gonna teach him to be an absolute fucking power hitter, and this is gonna be his walk-up song. And he sent me this song, but this band I'd never heard of before. I'd never heard of Power Trip. I had no idea who
I've
they
never
were.
heard of them either.
Dude, I listened to this song, right? So I'm listening to it. I'm in the parking lot. I'm leaving work, and I put it on. And I'm like, all right, like, his name's Joe, too. I was like, Joe's got eclectic taste, to say the least. I'm like, we'll see how this goes. I put it on, and it just starts off just fucking heavy as fuck. And I'm like, okay. And then, like, it amps up a little bit, and I'm like, okay. And then it hits, like, it's grooving. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what are we dealing with here? I'm like, what is this? And then I'm like, please don't be shitty lyrics. Please don't be shitty lyrics. Please don't be shitty lyrics. Or vocals, rather. Please don't be shitty vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed. And then Riley Gale, who is the lead singer, is now passed away, kicks in, and I'm like, oh my fucking
Power Trip?
God. Power Trip. The song is called The Executioner's Tax. # swing of the axe. It's fucking incredible. I haven't had my face melted off by a song like that since the first time I listened to Battery.
2017. I've never heard of them.
Me
It's
neither.
been 6 years.
Yeah, I'd never heard of. Well, the lead singer passed away in 2020 of an overdose.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying to never hear them in 6 years. Though?
Dude, I'm telling you, Sean, I listened to this whole album through and through. The 2017 one. I bought it on vinyl like 2 days later.
3.6 million views.
Dude, these dudes fucking slay. When I played it for Paul was like, I couldn't believe it. He's like, I can't believe this didn't come out in 1987.
The video looks like it's from 1987.
What, the original video?
Yeah, the video for them right now. It's official
Oh,
video.
no. Yeah,
it
dude.
looks like it's from 1988.
Oh no, wait till the footage kicks in of all like
I'm
the
gonna-
military
I'm gonna
shit.
Stop. I'm gonna stop.
Dude,
I'm gonna
it's
listen to it on the way home.
Fucking sick as fuck. Like, I mean, that shit goes hard in the fucking paint. And props to my boy Joe for giving me the fucking link to that, because he introduced
Shout
me.
out my boy Joe.
He introduced me to a band that I'd never even knew existed. And he's like, yeah, I've seen them like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, really? I'm like, I've never even heard of these guys. I'm like, and I like thanked him for introducing them to me. Them to me. And I was like,
Gotcha.
these dudes fucking kill it, dude. I'm like, they're fucking awesome as fuck.
What the hell are you doing? You wouldn't have been doing it right. It was like warping to the side.
But no, Power Trip, dude. They fucking rule.
I just put it on my top playlist.
Dude,
for
I listened to
YouTube.
that album 2 times through while I was cutting the grass
Dos
one day.
cientos.
I cut the grass front and back. I wasn't even going to mow the front, but I wanted to finish the album again for the second time, so I did. And I'm like, I'm listening to it, and I'm hearing riffs. I'm like, ooh, they stole that from Injustice. Oh, yeah, that works. They, like, put their own little twist on, like, little riffs and, like, rhythms and everything from, like, it's like basically take the first 4 Metallica albums and then combine them into a 2017 sound, and you get Power Trip.
Gotcha.
It's fucking rad as fuck, dude.
I honestly thought the song was pretty badass. Like Joey said before, I was like, "Damn, I can't believe it's like I was saying before with oh shit, your mother-in-law's brother there. It's hard to
George.
It's hard to replicate a sound, and they literally nailed it to a T. Like I get it. There's like, okay, this is like the tuning they used to use back then. This is like the style, like recording like this, blah blah blah. You can do all this stuff, but it's really hard to like keep that like vibe alive. And that one song that I heard by him, I was like, holy fuck, this is fucking nasty, dude. It's really good. I thought it was awesome.
It's straight out of the 80s. They had the attitude.
Yeah, it was
I'm gonna
just
listen to it on the way home. I'm interested.
It was pretty badass. Like I said, I was just like, wow. I can't believe this was just recorded a little while ago.
I love 80s and 90s like rock and metal.
Best.
Like that.
Sean, I'm not gonna lie. I have a 42-minute drive from work to home, like basically door to door.
Blew through it all.
I listened to that same song.
I get on sticks like that too.
6, 7 times.
I'll just put it on repeat and just keep listening.
Repeat, and I'm like, because every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh, you hear the bass right there? Oh, did you hear that little drum lick right there? Like that little that little lick right there? Like I'm going back. I'm like, again. Like I knew the song. I knew the whole fucking. I knew all the lyrics by the time I got home. After listening to it, I'm like, this song fucking crushes, dude. I'm like, and then I listen to the rest of the album, and I'm like, holy shit. The rest of this album goes as hard in the paint as the fucking original song. Like, this is fucking awesome. So they fucking rule. I forget where I was going with this, but
we got really squirreled off into like a music conversation. Sorry,
way off topic. But anyway, yeah. But music, fuck you too, fuck Pearl Jam, and
fuck Creed, yeah,
fuck Creed,
and Hotel California.
And just that one song. I like the Eagles otherwise.
You got to watch the Seven Bridges Road concert with a good sound system. You need some
No,
radiators.
I don't want to watch that.
No, it's a good ass album. It's a good ass concert.
You know, it's a great concert to watch, and I'm not because we're on metal.
The '96 Texas fucking Metallica concert.
No.
That's
The Too Heavy for Halftime concert that Metallica played at the Giant Stadium.
Don't
in San
you
Francisco.
still play that like every year?
Yeah, during halftime.
Yeah.
It was the one they played the night before the Super Bowl, Broncos Panthers.
Oh, sick.
Metallica played a concert because Metallica was like they were like rumored to be playing at halftime, but the NFL was like, so they called the concert Too Heavy for Halftime.
What about Lizzo? You don't want Lizzo?
That's kind of cool.
She's definitely too heavy, but apparently not for halftime.
She's definitely too heavy for halftime.
No, she's canceled now.
Bitch needs to cut.
Because she beat her like backup dancers' asses and hazed them and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, she hazed them and she flushed them.
Called them fat.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine being Lizzo and being like going to your backup dancer and be like, you fat.
Yeah. Be like, you are the biggest troll I have ever seen.
Like, I mean, you know what? Good. Fuck that cunt. Honestly,
I'm so
fuck
glad.
her,
But
dude.
I'm like, you know what?
You had that
it.
one cute song that one time where everybody's like, they're the Minnesota Vikings.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, cool. The only reason guys knew it was because you mentioned the Minnesota Vikings.
Everybody has to reassure, and I hope this backup dancer hears me right now. Your verbal abuse did not go in vain.
No.
Because now we don't have to watch Lizzo at the Super Bowl. So we support you. Thank you. We appreciate you. It was a little bit of like, you just got to have some thick skin. You can work it out, but you did us all a fucking massive fucking
you are not
solid.
too fat.
Yes, and I assure you that we are on your side.
I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but I would probably fuck you.
I don't care. Just thank you very much
Doesn't matter.
for your sacrifice.
She could be a guy. I'd still hit it.
Thank you for your sacrifice. We appreciate it. Fuck
Yes.
you, Lizzo. See you never.
You took down that fucking blimp of a fucking human being, that fucking ham planet. Fucking fat load.
I
fucking
mean, like,
bitch.
yeah, you're
Fuck
talking
her.
about body positivity, all these double negatives when
Body
it comes to
positivity.
dudes and
I'm on the
shit.
cover of Rolling Stone. Look at me naked. Body positivity. By the way, my backup dancers are too fat. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Speaking of fat people, James Harden is in the news.
Oh.
Is he
yeah,
getting
he was
fat
talking
again?
shit about the owners.
You didn't see the video?
No.
What is he talking
So
shit about?
Miguel
76ers?
posted up the video on. If you're not following the Row One Seat One Facebook page, please follow that page. Miguel does a great job posting reels and posting things like that.
Miguel's
Harden,
our intern for those.
yes,
that
Miguel
don't
is
know.
our intern from
He
Indiana.
stays off
Yeah,
camera.
I would say he doesn't live here,
He
so
wants,
it's kind of
yeah,
hard.
he wants complete anonymity. He does not want to be known. He's
can't
just
be on the show.
We can confirm that Miguel was an old listener, an old call-in person from many years ago.
yes.
So,
We've confirmed it. We know who he is. We know who he is. But
He
no one will
posted.
know.
He posted the James Harden
Unless he
calling
wants
out
to be
the
known.
owner of the 76ers.
Mm.
You didn't see the video?
No.
So
Yeah.
essentially, he says, "I will never play for Daryl Morey ever again.
Ever again.
He's a
He's a
liar.
liar, yeah.
He's a thief. I would never play for a liar or thief. So I'm just gonna leave it as that."
Yeah, so he's
And
never
then-
going back to the organization.
And then 2
ever.
hours later, he's in China doing TikTok dances with an Asian woman. Not joking. This is all real.
James Harden was?
James Harden.
Jesus.
Of course he was.
Well, yeah, whatever.
But
Remember,
Well,
remember,
I mean,
remember
never-
they got cakes on the low, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Them Chinese bitches got cakes on the
Who
low.
said that?
I forgot.
Was that Paul George?
No, it was it Sean Marion? No.
I've Asians
It
got
sounds.
cakes
It sounds.
on the low.
It sounds like
Suspended.
Starberry. Was it Starberry?
I don't
He
remember.
played in China.
Ty Lawson.
Ty Lawson.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember it was nobody really.
Cakes on the low.
Yeah, Asians got cakes on the
Well,
low.
Sean Marion's kind of he's not that much of a nobody, but no, he's more
Sean
of a
Ty
Marion's
Lawson, though.
Ty Lawson's a
Fuck,
nobody.
Yeah,
Ty Lawson's the guy. The only reason you know his name is because he went to China, got banned from the Chinese basketball league for saying Chinese bitches got cakes on the low.
They had to Google what that meant. He said what?
The Chinese were like, "Wait, he said what?" He goes, "Huh?
Yeah.
He has strip club? Huh? Not on my watch."
But you could be in a strip club in China, or are those illegal? Because what the fuck was that? What was he at?
Well, he was in a strip club, but yeah, apparently it's against the law to post it on like social media or something. I don't know.
Oh, for
Chinese are fucking weird, dude.
Yeah,
They're
they
very
suck,
strict.
dude.
You know, you keep voting Democrat and you keep getting closer to China every day, but you know, whatever. Neither here nor there. No, but that was that. What was I gonna say? I had something funny for this too. Fuck. I forgot. Anyway, but yeah, no, Sean. It was Ty Lawson that was like, yeah, Chinese bitches got cakes on the low. That was great.
That was funny.
It was wicked funny. What were we talking about before this?
James Harden.
James Harden, right? Thank you. Sorry, like you got to remember, I'm like doing 3 things at once here, so you got to keep me on. Sometimes you guys have to keep me on track. You know what I mean? I can't be.
Do a spruce in a minute. Unless
So James,
Oh no, we'll wrap this up in the next 9
all
minutes.
right,
We'll wrap it up. But
we could do one of 2 things. The last 2 categories we're missing. We're missing Anthony Richardson,
yep.
and we're missing Johnny Manziel documentary,
And we got to do the Motorsports Minute.
and we got to do motorsports and minutes.
Anthony Richardson.
AR5, as Paul is so.
I thought it was AR-15 was his number.
No, yeah, 5.
AR5.
Should have been AR-15.
Yeah, it should have been. That
Fucking
would've been,
great.
like,
Dude,
cool.
imagine if he changes his number to 15 before the season
He still has
starts.
time. He still has time.
Nah, well, it's 5 now. But
They make
AR5.
after they do the cut down to 53. Well,
Yeah.
they don't do the cut down to 53 anymore. They do
Well,
the cut
he
down
gained-
to like
yeah.
60.
Yeah. Well, he gained the starting job over Gardner Minshew, which we all knew was most likely going to happen.
I mean, come on. That was a fucking
But-
foregone conclusion.
Well, I don't know, because with Steichen as a brand new head coach, and with Irsay being the new fucking Jerry Jones of the fucking owners world with all his bullshit.
Oh, you see JT's
I
reporting to camp.
wasn't, thank God, but we'll see how that fucking goes. He's got a
not
bit of
gonna go
taste
well.
about it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of calling for mutiny at this point. I'm not really a fucking huge fan of fucking Jim Irsay.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
He just too fucking. Just get the fuck out of the limelight, dude. Just stop, dude. Just
Too
stop.
involved, right?
Honestly,
He's just reminding me of Jerry Jones with all his shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro,
No,
like,
you
calm
know
the
what? No.
fuck down.
no, I'm fine with Jim Irsay doing exactly what Jim Irsay does. You know what I'm not fine with? Running backs, they are like
I'm not saying to pay JT.
running backs are the 38-year-old single mother of 3 that are overrating their value right now.
I'm not saying that Jim Irsay was wrong about the collective
I
bargaining agreement.
love running backs. I think it's
Bless
a
you.
valuable position, but I don't believe that running backs should be paid $12 to $15 million a year like they're asking to be paid. It's just, I'm sorry, what you do is no longer valued in this league. So, listen, make the team as a running back if you have to, if that's the only way in. But basically, you're a fucking glorified punt returner at this point.
Right, but what I'm not saying that Jim Irsay is wrong about them, you know, in his comments and quote whatever, like about their agents selling them bad faith that they should get paid all this money and shit like that. I just like him to tone it down a little bit as far as just like let fucking Steichen fucking coach his goddamn team. Let him do his thing.
But the only time Jim Irsay ends up in the media is when players put him there. When players drag his name in there. Jim Irsay, I mean, unless he gets pulled over with a bunch of perks and, strippers in the car.
Right.
That one time.
Or he's flying whales across the country for $20 million, but he can't pay Jonathan Taylor $20 million.
But
Whatever.
he shouldn't.
He shouldn't pay Jonathan Taylor $20
I'm
million.
just saying that
I'm
was
sorry.
a take.
I'm sorry.
That
I
was a
love.
take.
I loved. I know. I know. I know. The joke was not falling on deaf ears. I love Jonathan Taylor. Just the same way I love Pookie. I'm not paying either one of those dudes $20 million a year. Like, no, it's not happening, dude.
James Cook.
Who's the best running back in the league right now?
Jones.
Is it Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb?
It's Derrick Henry.
Take your pick. Okay, Derrick Henry. Are you paying Derrick Henry $20 million a year?
No.
Fuck no.
I'll max out at 14. Max.
14?
I mean,
You're a generous motherfucker.
They're not even
But
paying
I'm saying he's
Saquon
best.
14.
He's best in the league. I'm saying I would max. Like, if they're all free agents.
If they're all free agents, Saquon, I mean, Derrick Henry comes to me, I think I'm like, I'll give you 10 for 3 years. I'll give you a $32 million.
Oh, okay. I was like,
year,
wait, 10 for 3 years.
3 years, $32 million.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee you 18. Maybe 22 if you're.
Incentives. Throw some incentives.
Running back is so interchangeable now.
It is.
So bad,
It's
and
so-
that's the problem.
And Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, those guys have made the running back position.
Obsolete.
They've made it irrelevant
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter anymore. All you need is just an athlete that can play back there.
Just
You
don't fumble.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking
A
fumble.
guy who doesn't fumble a fucking football and can play. That's it. You don't need a bell cow running back that can go 400 carries a year
Right. You don't
for
need Adrian Peterson
1,800
or
yards.
LaDainian Tomlinson
No, those guys are
or,
gone. Those that
Frank
days.
Gore.
Maybe you'll see that again down the road, another 5-10 years, when the power running game comes back and that
because
position,
everybody's shifted.
and
It'll
then
go in swings.
and that position becomes a premium again.
Right.
But until then, dude, nah, it ain't happening.
Well, all I'm saying is right now it's just kind of making it uneasy in the locker room, and I don't like off-field issues and things like that. I want my team to be fucking cohesive, and I want them to play together.
Well, the good
as
news
one
is, Paul,
fluid unit. There's only one time that gender needs to be fluid, and that is when all dudes on a football team are playing together. You like that? The Colts right now don't seem to be on that path as far as administration and high up things, but I think from a coaching standpoint, like from a coaching level down to the players, I think we have a pretty good fucking team. I've heard a lot. I mean, we got Shaq Leonard back on the field. We still got Defoe. We got rid of a couple guys like Okereke and I forget his name, cornerback. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about too, but
Moore, Raheem Moore, whatever the fuck, I forget.
no, Raheem Moore was a Bronco 10 years ago.
No, Moore. No, Caleb Moore. I forgot. I don't.
Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Either way, we got rid of a few guys, but like I don't. Yeah, dude, I don't pick up.
Kalen,
until,
Raheem,
fucking
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That
Fuck
guy
it.
was that we lost. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, either way, all
We
I'm
get it.
saying
We know.
is,
I know who you're talking about, but yeah, I can't remember his name either.
I
Because
see a lot of shit.
It doesn't
coming out.
matter.
No, it doesn't. Because exactly, it
doesn't fucking matter.
That's why I'm so hesitant to buy a jersey because I'm like, if I go spend $300 on that
Nikki.
on that Nike Vapor fucking elite fucking jersey, whatever the fuck it is, that fucking Nike jersey, god damn it.
Can't wait to put my Nikes on and
It's
go for
gonna
a
be
run tomorrow.
The guy's not even gonna play for the team in fucking 2 years, 3 years. You know what I mean? It's a fucking waste of money. That's just the way the NFL is these days. But I don't know. Josh Downs, he seems to be coming out. Alec Pierce is showing out to be like a good second year. I guess he had a good camp. Like AR's finding his way. I don't hear too much about the accuracy issues as much as I thought I would. But
Is Anthony Richardson, is he the number one, like, hopeful story going into the year? Like, is he the guy that, like, unanimously, like, across the league, everybody's like,
rooting for?
you know what, like, if I, no teams and no team investment, just kind of like a guy you're rooting for. Like, I hope he does well. Is Anthony Richardson the number one guy that people are rooting for right now?
I would, in my opinion, yeah. I mean, I hear a lot of good stuff off.
What I feel like, what I feel like when I see off of Twitter or Zeter, what I feel like I see off of that is that generally speaking, most people are like stoked on this guy.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I don't know if he's going to be good, but I really fucking hope he is.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? Like, people are rooting for this kid.
Right.
I know a lot of people are in Trevor Lawrence's corner this year. All right?
But he's not a rookie, though.
But he's not a rookie, but a lot of people are looking for him to have, like, a really, like, a breakout year where he just
He's mentioned with the Joe Burrows
Yeah, where
the
he's-
Josh Allens. He needs to be up to
takes
that
that
level.
step. Like,
I mean,
we want
Justin Herbert's even
I mean-
above him now, mentioned, you know what I mean, as
which
a better
is just
quarterback.
is crazy
You
to me
know?
because I like Herbert, but as everyone, like, why do people just ignore the last 50 fucking years of what a franchise has done in terms of just, like, destroying the quarterbacks that they have, and just
No idea.
when you look at the Chargers, they've had Dan Fouts, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees,
Well, they had Drew Brees for like what, a year or two.
Justin
no, he was like
Herbert.
3-4 years.
Oh, 3,
Doug
4.
Flutie.
Yeah.
Doug. I mean, they've had
Flutie,
great.
thanks.
They've had great quarterbacks in their history, and they have
Floundered it all.
the one time they went to a Super Bowl was with fucking Stan Humphries.
They're like the low-key Browns.
Yeah, like they just squander
Or
fucking
Lions.
talent.
Yeah.
So like it's same thing with the Browns. Like yeah, granted the Browns haven't had great quarterback talent since Bernie Kosar, but that's neither here nor
Johnny
there.
Manziel.
Yeah, fucking Johnny football guy. But the Chargers, they're going to squander Justin Herbert just the same way they squandered Phillip Rivers. I don't know why anybody would think anything different at this point.
Right.
It's a foregone conclusion. You are going to fucking ruin this kid.
Yeah,
and if
I
Justin
don't-
Herbert is too dumb to sign somewhere else when his rookie contract is up, to say like, you know
He
what,
already
no.
extended, didn't he?
Oh, right, that's right. He did extend
He's
it.
got another-
who's
he's-
this?
He
Who?
was the highest paid until Jalen Hurts signed
Right,
his
but I
with
don't.
like a
I
half
think
a
he only
million
extended
more.
like a year or two.
What, Hurts?
No,
Herbert.
Herbert.
No, he extended like 4 years.
4 years.
Oh, was it 4?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
a huge deal.
yeah, he signed his big. Well, he signed his first big time one.
Congratulations, idiot. Hope you like winning nothing ever. Because
your taxes
the
up the ass.
fucking
He's
Chargers are one of the worst run organizations in sports.
But he's very much like Mike Trout. Like, does not like the limelight, likes kind of blending in,
Yeah,
likes
great.
not being known.
Go fucking blend in Tennessee or some shit.
Yeah, but
where
Tennessee-
at least Tennessee once in a while you'll flare up and have a
Dude,
good
you're
year.
you're on the LA Chargers, bro. Like, there's
You're
no
never
blending in.
winning shit. Right. You're
He never
right.
gets recognized. He talked about it. He goes, no one ever recognizes me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Wow.
Because no one
No
gives
one-
a shit about football in LA.
What, what do you think? What do you
Right.
think? Somebody's going to recognize you in Denver? You think somebody's going to recognize you in No.
Dude, Denver fans.
No.
would-
You think somebody's going to recognize him in Boston if he became a Patriot?
Yes!
No, they wouldn't.
A quarterback?
No. No, they wouldn't.
I disagree.
I don't know. I'd recognize that motherfucker. I'd be like, yeah.
So wait, you mean to tell me this guy claims he doesn't get noticed in LA, one of the biggest cities in the world, where they have this rabid fucking like group of fans that just in the paparazzi and everybody is everywhere. He doesn't get recognized in LA, which again why I call bullshit on Mike Trout. The only
Go
reason he
on.
doesn't get recognized is because he doesn't want to be recognized. You can be not recognized in Jacksonville the same way you can be not recognized in LA.
Sure.
You can be not recognized in Miami the same way you can not be recognized in LA. You can be not recognized in New York or Dallas or fucking name a team, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. I don't give a fuck. You can be not recognized. If you want to be low key in those cities,
Hold on.
you can be more low key in those cities than you can in LA. LA, there's cameras everywhere. Everybody's looking out for you. That's what they do in LA. That's all LA is.
right.
It's all about the who's who.
There's literally a team of like 4 or 5 people probably
Who just-
out there to locate
TMZ
Justin
has
Herbert.
a team just following Justin Herbert.
Just to follow Justin Herbert.
They're just like, yeah, whatever, just go follow him.
Oh, big quarterback for the team in town.
Yep.
Let's go. You know.
Where's he at?
Oh, this guy's putting on
I mean,
a movie.
come on,
Go.
man. They had Jimmy Garoppolo fucking with that porn star
Yeah.
within like 6 seconds of getting into San Francisco.
That was so funny.
What was that chick's name? The Kiara? Something Kiara?
Mariah Oh, no, that's Zion.
Whatever. And she had massive milkies.
I don't know her. I didn't know her.
I never heard about this story. I don't know.
He was sleeping with a porn star.
Who, Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense.
And everyone called him out on him. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's like your high school, like who you were searching." And he was just like, he
Kiara
smiled.
Mia.
Never
See,
heard
I
of her.
didn't know her.
I've never heard of her.
Really?
I never knew her either.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Yeah. No, not me, dude.
Look at those lums. Luscious. I mean, but she's a porn star, like, but yeah, Kiara Mia, remember? She was sick. Things are sick. He was dating her, like, he went out to dinner with her, it was like a week into being a 49er. Or whatever. And he was like already like out to dinner with her, like hanging out, like, dude, the paparazzi's everywhere in LA. So this whole fucking like Mike Trout, Justin Herbert, like, oh man, I just like to blend in. I don't want the limelight. Like, bullshit, asshole.
Right.
Like, first of all, Mike Trout, I can believe Mike Trout because the Anaheim Angels are just one of the worst run. I mean, Moreno is one of the worst owners in
No one
sports.
gives a fuck about that.
And they fucking, no one cares about the Angels. Like, they're like third place in California. But the Chargers and the Rams are the only two teams left in California, and they both share the same stadium, and they're both in L.A.
Right.
You're
Well,
not
the
hiding.
Niners-
You're not hiding there.
the
So
Niners
no.
are still there.
All right, you're right. I'm sorry.
There's 3 teams.
3 teams. I was thinking, yeah,
Oakland left. But,
right. Oakland left, but you got 3 teams left, but 2 of them are in L.A.
right.
Like, no, you're not hiding. You're not fucking hiding in L.A.
Right.
That's not a thing. The only reason you hide in L.A. is because if you really, really want to, you can.
Yeah, become a defensive lineman.
But you
or
could
something, or
really,
O-line.
really, you know what you could really, really, really fucking hide? Shit, I don't know. Probably Houston. Houston's a good place to really hide. You could probably really
They're
hide.
big
Like,
on their football in Texas, though.
not pro football.
Yeah.
Not like they are college.
No, but
Texas is a college football state.
yeah, but they still know.
The South is college football over the NFL all day. It's not even close.
But they still know their quarterback down there.
Not. How many Houston Texans fans do you know in the flesh?
2.
In the flesh.
Like, I mean, people you could walk up, shake their hand, and be like, "Oh, I know him. That's Pete, the Texans fan."
Oh, probably 0.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I bet in Houston, there's more than fucking
Now,
0.
But you could go. But
6.
Cowboys fans now. Cowboys fans. That's a different fucking thing. But
yeah.
how many Panthers fans do you know?
1, actually. I know 1. It's
I
so
know him.
weird.
None. I got 0.
I got
Got
1.
0.
I got done.
Dude was a diehard Jake Delhomme fan, and I was like, I never met anybody that loved
Yeah,
Jake
I don't
Delhomme.
know. No.
I mean, I love Jake Delhomme.
But he was that's why he was a
Jake
Panthers fan.
Delhomme.
He was so into Jake Delhomme, he became a Panthers fan.
I mean, that's a weird way to go about it, but okay.
I don't know. Maybe the guy saved him from a fire or something.
I
I
mean,
have no idea.
maybe he did the Teddy Bruschi and he rescued all the puppies from the fire.
Yeah. Oh, in the parking lot?
Yeah.
You shut the fuck up. That man is a hero. He came back from dying.
Yo, that is a dope skit, though.
Let's wrap it up real quick with the Motorsports Minute. I am in a slump of all slumps, boys.
What is that? What is it? Oh yeah, okay, tell
Joey
me.
can't bet worth a shit right now.
My bets are just I'm hitting all. It's like playing Battleship, and like I've got the silhouettes of the battleships cut out, but I can't hit the battleship.
Right.
I got $29 left in my FanDuel account.
So,
Okay, I have put in $0 of my own money into my FanDuel account.
So is this going to be all
I started off with the free $100 for signing up.
correct?
I have put $0 into this account since then.
Congratulations.
I have been up to like $400 or $500 in it,
Okay.
or whatever. I think I've made I think my most was like $290 something at one point.
Yep.
But I'm over $1,000 in winning so far for the year.
Okay.
I'm down to $29. I don't want to put my own money in.
That's fucked.
Okay. I've got Slick Willie's made me money on a couple occasions. Kyle Busch has made me money on a couple occasions. I think Kyle Larson made me money on a couple occasions. Joseph Newgarden made me money at the Indianapolis 500, which was a big bet for me. Now, that being said, I've got $29 left. Okay. We got Watkins Glen coming up. It's a road course.
Mm-hmm.
Ford has not won the walk at the Glen since Logano won in 2015. So I'm going all Chevy this weekend. Now, it's a pretty good bet to bet Kyle Larson and Joey Logano, Chase Elliott. Chase has won here before. Chase is a very talented driver, and this could be Chase's last chance to get into the playoffs because the next race is Daytona. Daytona, you have no idea. You could be fucking eliminated on lap 3, or you could be eliminated in turn 3 on the last lap.
Okay.
Okay, just to give you a little nod, I ran 4 races at Talladega the other night. Okay, which is similar to Daytona for those that don't know.
Yep.
I led 56 of 60 laps in those 4 races. They're 15-lap shootouts.
Okay.
Guess which lap I didn't lead each time?
59 and 60.
The last one. Yeah, I led every single lap except the fucking last one. All 4 races. Now that being said, Daytona is a similar thing. So I think with this course coming up, my conundrum is, do I just put all my money on Chase and go for like the one home run hit? Or do I spread myself out and I put like 10 on Kyle, 10 on Chase, and then like, $9.50 on, I don't know, Daniel Suarez? Another good road course runner.
I think you go easy money right now and kind of.
Well, the thing is, the easy money has not been coming through. The easy money, the guys who are the favorites have not. I mean, nobody had Michael McDowell winning this week at Indy.
Sure, but what about
Michael McDowell? I think was like plus like 17 or plus 2,200.
But how often?
And there's no way in hell I would have picked Michael McDowell to win anything ever anyway. He's only won one race before this.
This is like you picking black on roulette multiple times in a row and not coming up black, and then be like, I'm going to switch to red.
Except instead of black, there's like 42 different colors of the wheel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know
There's
half
black,
of those drivers
red,
aren't going to.
green, yellow, purple, indigo,
Black with red.
cyan,
Red with black.
Cyan.
ocean blue,
Purple.
mauve.
Mauve?
Yeah.
The fuck is mauve?
Motherfucker, you taking the corners too fast. You need to slow this motherfucker down.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying it gets complicated with the betting, and I don't know what the odds are because I haven't looked at them yet. Let's see what we got here. If they're even up yet, they're usually not up by now. Hold on, I got to use my fingerprint ID to get into my FanDuel account.
Lame. Mine does my face.
I don't like that shit.
That's easy.
Same thing. I mean, I know it's the same fucking thing. It's like, no, I don't like my face. I want to give my fingerprint instead. They're like, cool, got you anyway, bitch. Fucking loser.
Yeah, but I don't look ugly with my fingerprints.
Let's see. All right. Nope, the odds aren't up on FanDuel for the Glen yet. So
Shit.
I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Shit.
See it. But my thing is, what do I do? What do I do? Do I spread it around? Do I put it all on?
Spread
I'm,
it around.
Honestly,
No.
I'm thinking of just putting $29.50, which is what I got left in my account.
One Pablo Montoya.
On Juan Pablo Montoya. I'm thinking of just putting it all on Chase Elliott.
Fuck it. Ride
Do it. I want no.
Fucking ride it.
All 29 on one person. You have to.
Yeah, all of it.
You think I should just do it on Chase?
Yes.
And put it on the lowest odds ever.
Because Chase is a long shot right now. He's not in the playoffs. His only way into the playoff is to win. There's 2 races left. Watkins Glen, which he's exceptional at, and Chevy has been extremely good at on the road course here.
Yup.
And then Daytona next week, which is a total crapshoot.
So
Like I said,
you got to go
you
with the
qualify in the-
chances.
I'm thinking
Go with your odds.
he's-
Chase Elliott at Watkins Glen.
And then if I don't, I got to pony up $100 of my own money for Daytona.
And then,
fucking
but then
well.
think of it this way:
It's called gambling,
but
bitch.
during football season, you understand it better than most.
I'm going to lose so much money in football season.
Well, don't do stupid
This
bets.
is the first year, huh?
know.
Yeah, Joey's gonna be.
Oh, shit.
Joey's gonna go into Russell Wilson stats: over 50 touchdowns, over 5,000 yards passing.
You know how you don't lose money right now on gambling? You just go to like DraftKings stock and you just buy stock in
Yeah,
the
right.
company. Because with football season approaching, it's about to fucking shoot through the roof. Get DraftKings, get fucking MGM, all that shit.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever.
That being said, and shout out to our coach, Chris. I don't hate Denny Hamlin. I don't hate him.
I know. It was good seeing Coach White.
It was.
Oh, you hate
He's
this
the
man.
fucking man.
He
dude.
is
That
the
was
fucking
cool.
man.
I was glad
Fucking
to
love
see
him.
him. I know.
I know he's listening right now. So
Yeah.
I
just want to say I don't
everybody.
hate Denny Hamlin. I don't. I just have a mild disdain for him because he's just kind of come off as such a punk ass bitch the last couple of years. Like, I don't know. Like, just treat people the way you want to be treated, and then when you get treated the way you treat people, act like you treat people like that.
Right.
I don't know. I mean,
Isn't
you know
he
me.
the one to send the guy
Dude,
in the
come on,
wall and
you-
go, oh, that's racing, but as
Yeah.
soon as he gets sent, he's like, fucking cheap bitch. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Yeah, so fuck that,
Absolutely.
dude. You don't give it if you can't take it, bro.
He's the epitome of can't handle the heat,
Yeah.
get out of the kitchen kind of guy.
Yeah.
But you know me, dude. My Lozy, my E-Revo downstairs.
Yeah.
What colors are those? Denny Hamlin colors, purple and orange.
Brown.
FedEx colors, because I love that fucking
Oh,
color
that's
scheme.
right. He does have a pretty dope car.
He's got a sick car.
Yeah,
I
the
love
FedEx.
it. I love the
What is it,
FedEx.
the white, black, and purple with orange.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty
Well, it's
sick.
like white, purple, and orange.
Yeah. Isn't
usually.
it black in there?
Sometimes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I love it, and they brought on Mavis Clavis
Mavis.
as a sponsor.
Yeah.
But we got Watkins Glen this week. Formula One still on a break.
Yeah. They
Can't
will be
wait for
until
them.
what, the first week in September?
No,
I think?
last week of August.
Oh, it's last week of August. Oh, so coming up. So they got
draft-
one more
so-
week, and then they're on.
Our fantasy football draft
Hungry,
day.
right?
Please don't let me forget that.
Our fantasy football draft day, which is the 27th.
Because you can fuck everybody. Sorry, what?
You can fuck everybody.
Yeah.
The 27th is, I believe, the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's hungry, right?
Yeah. I mean, I downloaded Spa the other day, and I really want to go rip the Formula One cars on my simulator
What the
tonight.
hell's Spa?
Belgium.
Nah, it's the fucking Netherlands, my G.
Oh, okay.
Hungary's done.
Hungary's the
done.
last race, right?
Netherlands, Italy, Netherlands, Italy, Singapore,
Wait, is
Japan, Qatar, United States, Mexico, Brazil, United States, Abu Dhabi, and that's it.
Italy's
Dhabi.
Monza, right? That's the Monza race. The Temple of Speed. Come on, Mr. iPhone.
Primero de
He's reading.
Italia. No, it's not.
No, it's not Monza?
No.
Really? When the hell was the Monza? Did they already?
Primero
No, they didn't race
de
at Monza yet.
Italia. Yeah, it's totally Monza, bro. I was just
What?
fucking with you.
In
Oh,
the
it is?
shit are
100%,
you
yeah.
saying?
Okay.
I had to go click the circuit.
I was
and
gonna say,
like,
I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, they didn't race at Monza. That's my favorite fucking track of the year. Like, well, that and Spa.
AI, just checking. It's totally Monza.
Yeah.
man.
Fucking dick.
I gotta learn to. I don't use the F1 app often, so I gotta learn how to fucking navigate it. But 53 laps.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that because that's gonna be a great weekend. Because I'm gonna
306
go from
kilometers.
Daytona night race.
Lap record. Do you think it'll be broken this year? 121.046, set back in 2004.
Yes. Who said it? Schumacher?
No, it was Rubens Barrichello.
Never heard of her.
Barrichello. Rubens Barrichello.
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 Keep saying it. I'm not gonna make a difference.
Better-
Lap
Yeah,
record? Really?
Barrichello. Yeah, 121.046.
Are you Italian?
Barrichello. Yeah, I'm guessing. Barrichello.
Really? Schumacher doesn't own the record? I mean, I know Schumacher dominated
lap
that
record,
track.
Lap record right here. Grand Prix 1950. Number of laps 53. Current length is 5.793 kilometers. Race distance is 306.72 kilometers. You multiply 53 by that. That's what you get.
Put that shit in American, you fucking cucks.
It's
not you.
It's the F1.
I know, but
I know,
Jesus
I know,
Christ,
I know.
dude. No one gives a shit in how many, we measure shit in bald eagles by manatees, okay? Fucking measure that shit
Yeah,
the proper way.
Whale dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you measure that in World Wars One, please? Like,
Yep. Oh, we got 9 days till the Netherlands. 9 days.
oh, that's right. It's the
next,
15th. Yeah, it's next
9
weekend.
days. Yeah, 25th.
Not this weekend,
no,
but next week.
25th to the 27th.
Right.
So,
7 days from today would be 22.
correct.
Yeah. So yeah.
72 laps at this bitch.
Right, because your cookout's the 19th.
All right, another trivia
This-
question.
this
Guess who
Saturday,
owns the
yeah.
best lap at this one?
At what? Monza?
At Netherlands.
Oh, at
Yeah.
Netherlands? Best lap?
Zandvoort. Zandervoort.
You sure that's not Joe Guan Yu?
Nope. Lap record. 1:11.097. It was set in 2021.
2021?
So you can just take a guess at who.
Max.
Nope. The other ass.
Checo?
No.
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Yep. Lewis Hamilton owns a record from 2021.
21 though, that's crazy because you would assume.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, 21 was still red. That was still
They were still
Mercedes.
kicking the
that was
shit
still
out of
yeah. It
it.
wasn't 20. It was 22. I forget we're in 2023 now.
Oh, this is neat. Is Singapore no lap record,
How?
no circuit length, and no race distance?
Huh.
All non-applicable. I wonder why. Because it's China. China.
China.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I just miss the way Trump just said China.
Let's see. Hope Japanese got all their stats.
Be back soon.
Yeah, of course.
Guess who the lap record is at Japan?
At Suzuka, what year?
At Suzuka. It is 2019.
Hamilton.
Lewis fucking Hamilton.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck!
If it was from like 2013 to 2020, it's probably Lewis Hamilton.
No lap record at Qatar.
That's weird.
Yeah,
They've
kind of
re-
weird. Circuit of the Americas. Okay,
Co-
this is a good one.
Wait, Coda?
This is
Dallas.
Coda. Coda, Dallas. Minute 36.169 or 136.169, 2019. Lap record.
Ricardo.
No, Charles Leclerc.
Ah,
I know. I was
Ferrari,
like, oh,
really?
Yeah,
though?
that's what I was saying.
I was thinking,
yeah.
I was like, who'd be like a weird guy to
Oh,
have
this is a
that?
good one, too. Another one. Mexico.
Mexico.
Minute 17, 2021.
Checo.
Nope.
Is it Perez?
Nope.
2021?
Yep.
Lando Norris.
Bottas.
Valtteri.
I know. Yeah, Bottas got it. All right, let's go to Brazil. Do we already do Brazil?
Brazil's got to be, that's got to be Senna.
Nope. Minute 10, 2018.
Oh, okay. Way off. Oof.
It's easy.
Nico Rosberg.
Nope. Valtteri Bottas again.
Oh, it's Bottas
I
again.
know, I'm like, God damn, yeah. All right, although we go to the last United States, which is Vegas.
There's no
NA.
lap time.
There's no lap record, obviously. Abu Dhabi. Let's see. Oh, okay. Should be pretty easy. Minute 26, minute 26.013, and it was 2021. Easy.
Easy.
Hamilton.
Nope.
Bottas.
Nope.
Oh, Max.
Verstappen.
Yeah, Max. Okay.
It fucked with you every way.
I know.
It was like as
You're
soon
saying
as
it's
the
easy, and I'm
yeah,
like, well, it could be one of two people.
or
It's either
three, but you don't
it's
know.
like you get basically you got Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen that have dominated the last
Who the
4
fuck
years.
thought Bottas and Leclerc would come up with some lap
Yeah, but
record?
Ferrari.
Me.
But who was Bottas driving for at that point, though?
Still Mercedes.
Yeah, right. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
You mean
Right.
it was Mercedes?
It was Mercedes, Ferrari, or Red Bull. It was one of them.
It was
six
one of the
drivers,
three. Yeah,
one of
there
them
was six drivers that ran for those three makes.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, because you go back and you look, and like, I mean, I think like Joe Guan Yu has a lap record, a fastest lap somewhere.
Yeah. Senna's probably got a shitload of them.
Well, Senna's got. I mean, between Senna and
or
Schumacher,
has like reset the most. You know what I mean?
Senna and Schumacher are the most dumb. I mean, Senna won, I think, Brazil like what 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, something like that.
It's insane. And then Schumacher won what 5 straight titles from like 2000 to 2004.
Yeah, crazy amount.
I mean, just insane.
Yeah.
And then Hamilton took over kind of after that. It was like, you know what I mean? But then you had fucking, what's his name? Kimi Räikkönen. He blistered F1 so bad. Then he left, went like drove like a bunch of off-road shit. Fucking dominated the shit out of all that. Then was like, I'm going to come back to F1. Then won another title. And it was like,
sick, right?
this sport sucks. Fuck this. And he was like, I'm out of here. And then left again. And then like, he was a fucking animal. Absolute fucking animal.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I fucking love it. But all right, we'll leave it there. Let's get out of here, boys. I'm going to go sit him down on some cock-a-doodie. Maybe do a little bit of racing. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Both
But-
at the same time.
Durant, we'll be on in a minute, bro.
We'll be on in a minute, bud. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Joey Fats Radio, row one seat. One will be back here next Tuesday night, live on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guide. Football season is here. The month of the gods is upon us.
Yeah.
We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. We
2
got
more weeks.
2 more weeks of gross, awesome, hot, humid weather.
Sticky,
Can't wait.
Wet weather.
Can't wait for Sean's barbecue on Saturday.
Yeah.
I got 20 pounds of beef ribs ready to slap on the
Ridiculous.
smoker.
20
gonna be
nations of the coalition ready to roll, son.
Japan's bringing PlayStations.
But yeah, sorry.
Ready to roll, son.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. Give us a like and a share. Give us a follow. Please share this with your friends, your family, whoever, anybody who likes sports talk radio and a lot of nonsense in between.
Big time.
Yeah, we definitely go down rabbit holes. So it's a fun
Tonight,
show.
tonight is proven.
Yes, we love
Yeah.
it. Next week, who knows? Next week we might come in talking hot about the Mario movie. I watched the Mario movie the other night. I fucking loved it.
Wasn't it great?
It was so cute, dude.
Yes.
It was so cute. I loved it. It was great. But we'll be back next Tuesday night, 8:30 ish. We'll try to be on. Let's make it a concerted effort to actually start the show at 8:30.
It's my fault.
I know, but like, let's just make it a concerted effort to start it at 8:30. Because we tell everybody 8:30 every Tuesday, and then it's like 8:49. We're like, all right, we're live, and then we ruin everybody's day.
Everybody's like, screw you guys. No,
They're like, well, I'm not waiting around for this shit. So
They're like, I'm only waiting for Miguel.
big shout out again to everybody that put on the tournament yesterday at the Country Club in New Bedford, Goldstone Realty, the energy company that escapes me. I can't remember. Snell, everything. Believe in Brooke. It was a great time. We really loved it. Glad to be the inaugural champs of that one. So we will be back next Tuesday night. I think that's it. Yeah,
That's
fuck
it.
All right. Whatever, dude. Fuck it. Peace.
Later.